Oh, the gang's all here. Moon's back. Welcome back.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
Hanging up in America's hat over the weekend.
That's right. Way up there.
Way up there. Yeah, you sent us like a pin drop. Like you dropped a pin.
Yeah.
Like on the Google Maps.
Yeah.
As to where you were. I mean, you were way the hell up there.
Chicoutimi, Saguenay, Quebec.
Why'd you call me that?
Viking country.
That's where I was. I mean, no English for very many miles. Kilometers.
What province?
It was in Quebec. Both were in Quebec, and one was a couple hours outside of Montreal, and then we had like a 5.5-hour drive up to Chicoutimi, and that place was freaking beautiful, dude. I mean, idyllic, 68 degrees.
So what's the closest big city? Montreal?
No, Quebec City was closest to that. The first time we were in Victoriaville, which again, like. All super French. I mean, super French. Super out there. But, man, it was so beautiful, dude. That's one of those places you go up there right now. It's 68 degrees, and it's just lakes and trees. It's like Oregon without any dirtiness.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying anything bad about Oregon. I love Oregon.
There's dirtiness
Without
in
any
Oregon?
of the dirtiness.
No,
okay.
like it just
There are pervs up in Oregon.
It felt like a perfect Oregon, like a painting.
Like, is it green? You got
Everything's
mountains,
green. There's mountains.
lush.
There's rivers. Everybody's just happy. Like all the towns have like this a ton of history, but at the same time they seem modern and like really advanced almost at the same time. It's the perfect blend of everything.
But come winter,
that's what I'm saying.
Great skiing.
I was talking to them all, and I was like, oh man, how much is real estate like just stupid up here? And it's like, no, it's so reasonable. It's like a perfect place for your family, especially if you like winters. And I was like, oh well, we're out. My wife won't do that.
she's not a cold weather.
Hey, I sold her on Quebec City though during the winter with the snow falling, walking around at nighttime with all the.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, man, it's cold though.
Good try.
We spent a New Year's up in that area when we went to Mont Tremblant.
Oh yeah.
Man, it's freezing.
It is freezing.
Freezing.
But he's like, if you're like a winter family, he goes, everybody has snow machines and snowmobiles and this and that, and like you make winter, like winter is a part of their fun. Here winter comes and we're all just like, this sucks.
It's cold.
Can't wait till spring. Up there, like it's probably their favorite time.
I think you have to be born there.
Maybe
You have to be born there to appreciate that cold of weather.
Definitely. You're born differently. Like, you just have it in you to deal with it.
Yeah.
It's
like Jamie Rivers. He's a polar bear. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, winter's here because he's Canadian. He just, like, this is nothing. He's like, I could be out in my Speedo, 0
and
degrees.
He is.
And he is.
And he is.
They see how to enjoy it, that's for sure. But it is just so beautiful that every time you're there, you're like, oh my goodness, how do I work 10 times harder and afford a summer home up here or something? Because it is just idyllic, man.
That area is where I took laxative on the ski slopes.
Oh, yeah.
Accidentally. You know that story?
Warmed you up.
That's a good one.
Go on.
Oh, man.
You got to know your French, at least when you're buying medication.
We had gone up there to in that area where Moon was, up skiing. It was over New Year's. This was maybe 14, 15 years ago. And got after it one night. And the next morning, I had the bubble guts. So my wife went to a little small French village.
Yeah.
Like French-Canadian village with my sister-in-law while my brother-in-law and I went and hit the slopes. And these mountains are so big. These ski resorts are so big. You have to take a gondola ride up to the top of the mountain. I mean, it's huge.
Sounds
and it'll
awesome.
take you it'll almost take you 30 minutes on the gondola to get to the top of the mountain. I mean, it's not like Hidden Valley where it takes you 3 seconds to do a run. I mean, it takes a little while to get down the mountain. So I had the bubble guts. So I told my wife, hey, while you're in town, if you could please pick me up some like Imodium or something to settle my stomach or Pepto. I'll meet you at the bottom of the run, and I'll chug some, and I'll go back up to skiing with your brother.
Yeah.
So I get to the end of the run. My wife's waiting there. She's holding a bottle. I just open her up, and I just look. Didn't even look.
Didn't even look at were the ingredients in the foreign language?
I didn't even care.
Okay. We don't care what we're doing.
I didn't care.
Lay doo-doo. Looks good to me.
More reading equals less skiing.
Well,
that is the phrase.
Less reading equals more pooping.
Oh, boy. And back on the gondola, and halfway up the mountain, I go, ooh, man. Like I had the first stomach cramp. That like, oh man. And it's cold
This
out.
is my nightmare.
It's cold. I got like I got
Gondola up a mountain, gotta poop. This is my total nightmare.
And I'm like, I'm dressed warm. I got layers on.
Are you cold? You got like the sweats?
I'm starting to sweat, and I'm in a gondola.
Oh, no.
Lucky.
Ooh. And you hear the blah, 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 that. And I get to the top of the mountain. I go, I need to go. This is an emergency.
You have bowels of steel.
This is an emergency. Ladies and gentlemen, that day I could have been on the U.S. Olympic team.
Yes, yes.
I could have been on the Olympic team.
Of holding it in.
Of skiing fast back to our little cottage. I went on every hard trail.
That's so good.
You know, like skiing the Mogan.
Right. I gotta get down this.
There's like a guy with a stopwatch that just happened to be out there, and it's like, who is that man?
It was like
he's been looking for you for years.
It was like Clark Griswold when he greases the bottom of his sled.
I can imagine you just, tight cheeks, flying over doing the...
oh, man.
That was your Michael Jordan flu game.
I was clenching.
Doing the jumps, flying over other people. Like they hear this, and they look up and see the bottom of your skis.
He's leaning way forward. Rizz's nose is almost touching the snow. He's leaning so far forward on the skis.
Yeah.
I get to the bottom of the run. I'm going so fast, I start going across the concrete like sparks flying.
Don't say run.
You did the little lake thing. They got the little lake thing at the bottom where you go across the water.
Across it.
You really skied right into a restroom and turned your skis sideways to come to like a... Get them caught in the door to come to a complete stop and drop you right on the toilet.
This was such an emergency that I think I clicked my skis off and I threw them. I don't even know where. Like, I think I just left them.
I'll find them later.
Yeah, at the bottom of the hill.
What if you tried to get in the stall with the skis on? Like you just couldn't, there was no time to unsnap.
There was no time. I went back to my room.
Oh my God. I mean, bowels of steel. Do you understand?
I went back to my room because this was such an emergency that no public bathroom could handle what was going to happen. So I'm like taking my clothes off as I'm going down the hallway of the hotel we're at, and I turned inside out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, buddy.
It was as if I was prepping for a colonoscopy.
Oh,
Rizz.
And I'm done, and I see on the table in the living room of the place we're staying, the bottle that I'd swigged from said, lay laxative.
This is Dumb and Dumber.
Mrs. Rizz.
I was kind of hoping it was going to be a little more inconspicuous.
No.
Lay laxative.
Well, it had a lay in front of it, so I couldn't read it.
Yeah, it's French. How am I supposed to know?
Laxative.
Laxative.
So that was my trip to Mont Tremblant. Great skiing.
Congratulations.
Lost 20 pounds that day.
I'm impressed.
Did you just stay home the rest of that day?
No, because after it was done, I had nothing left. There was nothing left inside.
I would have been too scared to go back out.
Same.
Well,
the second wave.
This guy's got courage.
You're made of steel. That's incredible. I mean, you were on a mountain.
Yeah.
And you skied down the mountain.
Yeah, thousands of feet.
Got the skis off.
Got the skis.
Made it to an
Clipped
actual
the skis
toilet.
off.
That's Olympic in itself. Yep. The whole thing.
Yep. I think I set a land speed record that day at that mountain. I think my name is on some kind of plaque.
The velocity of
hanging in the lobby.
Yeah, it didn't hold because they couldn't actually catch your speed. You were going that fast.
Oh, is that where you are? You got a picture of?
Yeah, look at this place, man. Chicoutimi. And it is friggin' gorgeous. We played right here on the river. There's this big, giant, I guess it's a permanent stage. Looks like an airplane hangar kind of thing.
Yeah, that's cool. So
they like those up there.
But on the backside, so it's right here. So we were on the water.
So behind you is the water?
Behind us is the water, and we're facing, the town is almost like a miniature, San Francisco, kind of the mountain. Just comes right down this hill, and there's big cliffs over here. There's houses over here, and then mountains in the background. It was
Man, I'd love
gorgeous.
a concert with a cool background.
Yeah.
I haven't been to many of those kind of shows where
they're
behind
great.
the band at Jones Beach, the Jones Beach Amphitheater out in Long Island.
I just played there.
Is cool because it's got you're on the water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the barricade is a strip of water.
Yeah.
It's like a little
where the security would be normally to catch crowd surfers is water.
Yeah, if you crowd surf right, you go whoop right into the water.
Yeah,
you got to swim out.
Yeah. This would be if you crowd surf.
Yeah. Stop me here. Stop me here.
If you crowd surf.
Let me down. Let me down.
Yeah, that's the place. Jones Beach is where at our radio station summer show we had Limp Bizkit and Rage Against the Machine were the two headliners.
That's sweet.
So the radio station had the great idea. Hey, it's going to be really cool when it gets to be night. Let's give out glow sticks.
Yeah. At a rage show.
Let's give out 22,000 glow sticks. What could go wrong? What could go wrong giving projectiles to everybody in the crowd as Rage Against the Machine and Limp Bizkit in their height of break stuff? And you could go on to YouTube and search it up. I think it was 1999. But as it was night, everybody starts cracking those glow sticks, and there they go toward the stage. Like everybody starts throwing their glow sticks. I think a security guard get hit in the eye, wind up suing the radio station.
Yeah. Hey, we're giving out weapons at this show.
Like, hey, let's give out. Might as well let's give out throwing stars.
Speaking of giving stuff out in live shows, my band played at Humphreys downtown in St. Louis on Saturday night, and I had heard about the fact that if it's your 21st birthday at Humphreys, they give you a little plunger and you do a shot out of it. And so I went to Lowe's that morning.
Do you get to keep the plunger?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Little baby plungers. I went to Lowe's that morning, bought 2 plungers.
Like I made toilet bowl plungers?
Yeah. Like old school, like wooden handle, like the brown, plunger, whatever that part of it's called.
I hate the brown part on the plunger.
I made a Rizz Show one, and I made a Casey one, because I'm still on Monday Night Metal, and I got 2 people in the crowd that it was their birthday. Rizz Show listeners, they were so jacked, and I made them do shots out of the Rizz Show.
What kind of shots?
Well, one guy, I think his name was Eric, he didn't want hard alcohol, so he wanted a Michelob Ultra. So he put Michelob Ultra in his. Okay. And then there was another young lady named Paige, and she ordered some kind of crazy shot I'd never heard of before. I can't recall the name of it, but they were huge. I mean, imagine how big that shot is. And so we had a really good time.
Well, that's cool. That's cool. Well, we were worried about Moon being stuck in Detroit.
Yeah, man.
Because
I forgot about
you didn't respond, and so we're like, "Are you still in Detroit?"
Yeah, so we made up a story.
We did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
On Friday.
Well, who picked him up? Was it the Insane Cloud? And say, well, you're stuck in Detroit, so we figured the Insane Cloud Posse picked you up, dropped you off at Ted Nugent's ranch
with Bob Seger.
With Bob Seger, and they human hunted you. For the next couple days.
That is exactly what happened.
First, they made you ride in a sidecar of a Harley Davidson into the thumb of Michigan.
Yeah, that's right.
The remote area where you couldn't get away because of the lake, and then they hunted you.
Yeah. So, so after they untied you and took the bag off your head, they said, "Run." And Ted Nugent and Bob Seger were hunting you.
And on Friday after the show was over, like we're leaving, saying goodbye, and you're like, "Moon's back on Monday." I go, "Maybe,
yeah,
hopefully,
maybe. We don't know."
But he was saved by Eminem.
Yes,
that is true.
So Eminem saved him.
Although he introduced himself as Marshall.
Yeah, Marshall.
Hello, I'm Marshall.
I'm Marshall.
I'm
a little weird.
Come with me if you want to live.
Spaghetti.
Yeah.
He stuck his hand out and saved Moon.
Yeah.
What a hero.
That's exactly what happened.
Yep.
Exactly.
Like, can I just say, and I know we've talked about this before, I know you don't like to respond sometimes to text, but we're like, "Are you okay? Like, why are you stuck in Detroit?" It was cricket. So we literally were worried.
I was on airplane mode for like 4 days.
No, this was directly after you texted, and they were like, "I've been stuck in Detroit for 5 hours."
Yeah, I think the text.
We
texted
we were
almost
concerned.
immediately after you.
Oh, you did?
You had sent that message.
We almost called security. We almost called the airport.
I remember getting those messages when I was back in an airport. So like it must have been days.
It was. We were worried.
Yeah. Don't worry about me. Eminem is out there to save me.
Yeah.
A can of gas and a pack of matches.
I forgot about the Detroit airport thing because so many different things happened at different airports along the way after that.
Go on.
You said you got you finally got your guitar after waiting an hour.
Well, firstly, there was a gal in the plane there, and I'm just gonna tell you, I'm a freaking hero. Okay, remember last year I said like I was last week I told you I was a lovely guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we know.
Add hero to the
Everybody
list.
knows.
Add
We
hero.
know that.
All right.
We keep hearing you say it.
This gal was nervous, and I put her mind at ease. Told her it's gonna be all right. This is how we fly. You know, this is how we do this. She sat in my seat, and that's okay. But she had A, I had F, right? So I'm on the window. She's in my seat, and I sat down in the middle, and I said, "Hey, man, you're in my seat, but it's no big deal." I thought she had the middle, but she was like, "Screw that, I'm going for the windows."
Yeah.
I was like, "Hey, it's no big deal, you know. I'll just take the middle. We'll switch." And she's like, "Oh, I'm A," and I was like, "Oh, shoot, that's over there. You know what? When they get here, I'll just ask to switch with me because there's no way they want to take a middle. I'll just take the middle, take it for the team. All right."
Fine.
So
How long
already
of a
doing
flight?
That. Oh, I don't know. Detroit, it's like 1 hour and 40.
Okay, so not too
Sorry,
crazy.
that's not
No, nothing big. she was heading to Buffalo. She was really nervous about it. And I was like, it's no big deal, you know. And I really helped her out. And then that was nice. And then afterwards, you know, getting her bags down because I am the hero after all. And then as I'm walking out, the universe needed a hero again. Because about 80, I'd say she's probably about 80 years old.
How many times at this point have they stopped the flight to give you a medal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
or at least recognize.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a hero aboard, guys.
I decline those things typically, and they all know that. So I get off the flight, and I'm not. It was one of those walk bridges that you can kind of like fall over. Honestly, you could Dumb and Dumber it real easy.
Yeah.
Get off that, and I am one step off, and I'm finally kind of looking up, getting my pockets sorted in the backpack and all that. And this gal, probably about 80 years old, millimeters from going down. It was like an angle kind of on the walk, and she went, doop, 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 and I caught this gal. Yeah. And I'm not kidding, dude. Like, I don't know what would have happened. I don't know if she could have, like, taken one extra step back and, like, gone over the bridge. But, like, it made me... I didn't realize it until afterwards when I caught her. I was like, oh, my God, that would have been... That would have been
a hip, and that would have been death.
That's what I mean.
Well, Moon, I got some news for you. Let's bring her in. Helen's here. Helen,
Why'd you stop me? I wanted it all to end. My family would have been taken care of by the airport.
Yeah, she had it all planned.
This is how she was going to go out.
She was going to die at the airport.
She had it all planned out.
The life insurance is going to kick in.
United was going to pay for her daughter to go to college.
It wasn't United. That's the next part.
Oh, boy.
I mean, this would have been the biggest deal ever, but I guess all the baggage folks and everybody working for the airline, working for Delta, because I'll say it Delta, everybody working for them was watching me save this lady because then they lost my guitar.
Oh, man.
Lost it. Gone. Vanished. Poof. Poof.
No
back of a milk carton.
Unpunished.
You can't bring that with you on the plane.
A lot of times they'll let you. It depends. Sometimes they'll let you take it through security and all this, which, by the way, is an obnoxious thing to have to do that anyway.
Yeah.
If it's like a backpack, you see those guys with like the acoustics in a backpack with a soft case. That's a lot different. When you're taking a big old hard case, it's a bit more obnoxious. But a lot of times, yes, they will let you take it, and then when you get there, you have to gate check it anyway. So if you're going to lose it, you're going to lose it. Maybe.
Man, it's less hands.
It's less hands, but when you're doing this many flights and it's just obnoxious to be carrying a guitar all through all these different.
You're really trusting.
I'm not trusting.
I mean, that's your.
I mean, yeah, I am trusting. Listen, I've only had one.
That's your tool.
I've only had one guitar lost, and it was not by this airline. But I will say that this particular airline has damaged 3 or 4 of my cases in the past. So this is like a famous airline for destroying my stuff.
What does the airline rhyme with?
Delta.
Is it Delta?
Anyways, so I show up. So I'm in Detroit, and I save that gal. And then when we get back on the, I save both those gals. Then we get back on the flight. And
so first flight, save 2 people. Get on the next flight.
Yeah, then I'm heading to Montreal. And this flight, it gives the whole like, all right, well, this is your captain speaking. We're about to push back in about 10 minutes.
Before we do, could we recognize a hero on board?
Well, they know I don't like the recognition, so he didn't go into that yet.
Great.
But then we just sat there for 40 minutes.
As long as he tried.
40 minutes. And then somebody comes on and says, hey, there's a mechanical issue.
All right.
Blah, blah, blah. Hey, we're going to head on back to the gate. So we head back to the gate. Then we get back there, and they say, hey, it's going to be about 20, 30 minutes or something, and then we'll figure it out. It's a mechanical issue, and then blah, blah, blah. Then I get a text from some of my guys that are coming from L.A. that are stuck in – they landed in Albany because the weather was so bad in Montreal that they closed the airport in Montreal. So I was like, they told us it was a mechanical issue. So we're dealing with a mechanical issue and a closed airport. And then we just sat there for probably an hour and a half, 2 hours, and did nothing. And then they say, if you'd like to get off, you can go ahead and get off, but stay close to the gate. You don't have to get off, but if you want to, take your stuff. Blah, blah, blah.
Stretch your legs.
So slowly people are starting to like dump off this plane. And then about halfway through that 2 hours, maybe 3 hours, whatever, I decided, you know what, I'm going to get off this thing. And as I'm getting off, they're like, okay, we're going to have to deplane everybody because we can't keep track of who's here and who's not. You're like,
duh.
So everybody get off.
But this was your plan. So then we all get out. And then when we get out, they say, hey, there's another delay. Montreal's going to open it. We'll figure it out. And then I was just in that airport for another hour and a half or something. We finally took off, get there. We get to Montreal. It's super late. It's like 11 p.m., maybe close to midnight. And I have a 3-hour drive to Victo. So I'm looking for my guitar, Nothing. I go over to the area where you're supposed to, like, report it. And there's, like, 6 people couple of them speak English, a couple of them don't. And they're all like, yeah, we waited. This guy was here. The guy was here with the name tag, you know, at the customer, you've lost our stuff booth. And I said, well, what'd he say? I asked the first guy in line, and he goes, he just said that, you know, I got to go. I'll be back. And he just left. I stood there for half an hour, nothing. Tried to get on the phone for customer service, nothing. Tried to text the thing, obnoxious. Had to go. I had to go because there was a ride waiting for me. So I just left. And according to the app, the bag was last seen in St. Louis.
Oh, man. Well, I didn't know Delta stood for don't expect luggage to arrive.
Yes.
I didn't.
They should tell people
thank you, William.
So we were panicking. We were doing a show with Bad Religion. So we talked to some Bad Religion folks, and they're like, "Hey, we'll find you a guitar. We'll just, you know, you can borrow one of ours or use a backup or something or whatever." So it was going to be fine, but this is like a one-of-a-kind, custom, badass guitar, right? They don't even make this model anymore or any of that kind of stuff. So I was bummed. And we get up to the thing, and this company heard about the problem. And this is like a company that has nothing to do with the show or any of that kind of stuff. It's like a trucking company that are tech new. And he called me and he goes, oh, you know what? Super French accent. They're like, we'll just go down there. If it ever shows up, let us know, and we'll grab it and we'll drive it to 3 hours to you. We'll just, you know, just like let us in for free. It'll be fun. We'll do a free show. I said, okay. And right before, after sound check, before the show, a couple hours to spare, the Delta app updates and says, it's in Montreal. So I call these guys and I was like, oh my gosh, you know, can you go pick this up? And they said, sure. They come down there and they said, hey, what's the guitar look like? Can you describe it? And I described it to them, and they said, oh, this isn't the one that they have right here. And I said, well, what do you mean? What do they have right there? And it turns out they lost Metallica's guitar as well.
Oh, my gosh.
So Kirk Hammett's guitar is...
So you have that now.
You're like, let me have that.
So I did say, I go, you know, with the smiley face next to it, was like, well, just bring that one. So, yeah, my guitar and Kirk Hammett's guitar had showed up because they lost both. Metallica was playing a festival like
they were in Montreal.
In the town over, yeah. So both guitars were there, which was kind of wild. These guys brought me.
So
my
you would have
guitar
taken either one?
Yeah, I said, hey,
I'll take either one.
Yeah, well, whatever color, it doesn't matter.
So they delivered your guitar.
They delivered the guitar. Show was freaking spectacular. If you get a chance to go up there on vacation, especially if you're in the RV lifestyle, because that's what I realized is everywhere we went. Obviously, it was music festival season, but boy, is that a perfect place to RV.
Just make sure you read labels, you know, before you
start.
Before you start downing what you think is ammonium or Pepto-Bismol. But, you know, with all the flights that I've taken, that you've taken, Rafe, I'm sure you've flown a lot. Scott, you've flown a lot. Lern, have you flown a lot?
Yeah, throughout my life, yeah.
I've never been on a flight with a person melting down. I'm waiting for it to happen because we're hearing the stories more often.
Right.
That people are melting down on planes. Well, the most famous one of recent was the woman who was screaming about the person that wasn't there. You know, we all know this. This was from a couple weeks ago.
I'm telling you, I'm getting the off, and there's a reason why I'm getting off, and everyone can either believe it or they cannot believe it. But I am telling you right now that back there is not real, and you can sit on this plane and you can die with them or not. I'm not going to.
I think we've all seen that video.
Yeah, but I had never heard the gal in the background. Towards the end, just goes, "Get out."
Yeah, well, get out.
Get out.
Well, this woman's outburst, she's pointing, she's ranting, she's raving, she's crying, she's screaming.
She's hot.
She is hot.
Let's all admit it.
She is. Yes, she is.
Especially, I have a feeling I know what you're about to bring up.
The follow-up?
Yeah.
Well, because you hear about these meltdowns, you see the videos, and you rarely find out what happens next.
Right.
Because of this woman, it was an American Airlines flight in Dallas. Because of her, the whole plane had a I guess it was delayed for a couple hours. Like I think everybody to get off the plane.
Yeah, and that's
the leprechaun.
And that's the thing that I don't think people really realize is if one plane gets delayed for 20 minutes or 40 minutes, that's delaying 5 other flights along this path. You know, this plane isn't just going, we're going to get here and then park.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it throws everything.
I was thinking about that when you said the mechanical thing. I'm like, once I've heard there's a mechanical problem, I almost just want to be off the plane. Put me on another plane.
Yeah.
There's something, if I sat there for 45 minutes, like, all right, we fixed the mechanical problem, I'll be like, did you?
Right.
I feel like they need to be a little more specific when they say mechanical
and if you're
problem.
not, then let me off.
Now, see,
I want to see another plane get wheeled up.
Now they
Put me on that one.
They do it hockey injury style, like mechanical
upper body injury,
and I like it that way. I don't want to know specifics. If you start saying, blah, 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 blah on the wing, oh my God, guess what I'm going to stare at for the next 3 hours?
You know the way people are. Once, if they give a little detail, then people start speculating, and then
that's what I mean.
And then things go wild.
It's better to just keep it general. In fact, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Is the plane taking off? Do I have a ticket? Am I going to? Okay. I'll be here. I'll be here.
When you're vague with details, this is how conspiracy theories start.
Yes. I gotta have a reason though. Like, is it the pilot's sick? Is it hey, you know, I want a reason. I maybe don't need the exact. Like, I'm not gonna understand like whatever.
Just tell me it's not a big deal.
It is, but yeah, everything's gonna be okay.
It's not a big deal. Nothing. You know, nothing's gonna. Yeah, it's not something that's gonna bring the plane down if it fails again.
Don't say that.
Well, we had a delay too on the way back, so I came back from Quebec City and went to where did I go? Hell, I don't know what city, but whenever I got there. Plane was delayed, mechanical issue from a flight before. So it just dominoes everything. The whole damn day is ruined when people are doing these weird things on planes.
And I think that if it's one person that causes a flight to deplane and then delayed, everybody should at least get a run at them.
No. You just owe everybody $20. And you better not delay a jumbo jet or something. You owe everybody $20. They should do.
That's probably a nicer way of doing it, but I think everybody they got to run the gauntlet.
Just give us a drink.
Yeah. All the aisle seats have to take the colony's well-being into their own heads. That's what you want. You want everyone in that aisle seats like, stand up.
Yes.
You must run the gauntlet. Everyone
you run the gauntlet
and clothesline you on the way out.
Something, whatever you want to do. As long as you stay in your seat, you know,
you can do
fists, whatever.
Gotta stay belted in.
Oh.
To keep it somewhat fair.
Clothes hanger to the nuts.
Speaking of seats, I forgot. I did first class for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
Not first class. It was like business class.
Yeah. That's what they call it now.
Yeah, it was like $150 for the upgrade. Now, this is because my tour manager told me that it was a direct flight, Quebec City to St. Louis, which is, who knows, I don't know, 4 hours something. And I was like, oh, this will be $150.
Wait, so you took the middle seat in first class?
No. This was on the way back. So,
okay.
So I said, oh, cool, you know, first class, whatever. Or I'm sorry, business class, which I don't even know what it comes with. But $150, that seems nice. I'm going to splurge. And it's because we ended the show in Chicoutimi at midnight and then drove 3 hours, and then I got dropped off at the airport. So I slept in the airport in Quebec.
Yeah, at least I want to fly back in comfort.
And it was just, it was awful. Horrible sleeping, and then the flight was at 6. So I was like, this is going to be the flight. And then I get on there, and it's an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah, what a waste, huh?
Yeah, but I will say, I didn't know they serve you a meal. And I missed the meal because I was actually sleeping.
Oh, yeah. They serve you a meal. The seats are bigger.
I woke up and this cat was just chewing toast next to me. I was like, wow, look at that. It looks so good. But I'm just going to go back to sleep because I haven't slept today. Yeah. And then I found out there was a layover. There was a layover anyways. I didn't even get like the full flight experience.
Well, anyway, with this woman that had the meltdown on the plane that went viral, and remember she was pointing at somebody, and everybody was speculating who she was pointing at. Was she seeing, little green men on the plane? Anyway, I guess TMZ found out who she was, and her name is Tiffany Gomez.
Okay.
And TMZ got a hold of her, and she actually apologized. Like, you never see this. Like, the woman actually apologized for her outburst.
But before she did, she got her hair did. She got her makeup done. She looked like she was done up.
And she has a Patreon to tell you about.
She was ready.
Subscribe here, yeah.
Yeah, and OnlyFans. She's now doing OnlyFans. I don't know, but she knew that was going to go viral, so of course.
Well, I think the thing that happened was the only thing she still had up was her LinkedIn. And they found her on there because she took everything else down because she was being hounded.
Did? Really?
She just got off all social media. Like, they knew her name, but no one could find her for a long time. And I think she's a realtor.
Yeah.
And they found her LinkedIn.
Yeah, TMZ.
And she had to disconnect that, and then she finally turned everything back on and did an apology.
Yeah, TMZ got a hold of her. Here's Tiffany on the meltdown. Here we go.
Hi everyone, it's me, Tiffany Gomez, probably better known as the Crazy Plane Lady.
Oh man,
yes,
forever,
ma'am. Let's go.
Forever, the Crazy Plane Lady,
Crazy Hot Plane Lady.
Crazy hot.
So there's a little bit of there's a soft
really
place
crazy.
to fall in that.
Yeah. Better known as the Crazy Plane Lady, which is completely warranted. First and foremost, I want to take full accountability for my actions. They were completely unacceptable. Distressed or not, I should have been in control of my emotions, and that was not the case. My use of profanity was completely unnecessary, and I want to apologize to everyone on that plane, especially those that had children aboard. We all have our bad moments, some far worse than others, and mine happened to be caught on camera for the whole world to see multiple times. Sorry, trying not to sound like Minnie Mouse. Well, it has been really comical for
Moon's like, stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane, Tiffany. Get out of my house.
Did somebody say Minnie?
Tiffany,
well, it has been really comical for everyone, and I have highly enjoyed so many of the memes. On the flip side, it is very invasive and unkind. And I don't know what I would do without the love and support of my friends and people.
Well, when you have a public meltdown, you run the risk of somebody rolling tape.
So, go on. Does she get into what happened?
Not really.
She says she was upset because she thought somebody had stolen her AirPods.
But that turns into this guy's a robot?
Family. I hope that I can use this experience and do a little bit of good in the world, and that is what I intend to do. I hope that you guys can accept my apology and I can begin to move on with my life.
And announce your OnlyFans. Go ahead.
Yeah, just do it.
Hey.
Well, good for her.
I thought that was great.
No,
I thought that was great.
That's fine. You never see that.
She did everything short of just saying, I ate an edible, and it was too strong. And I freaked the F out on this plane. I mean, that's basically what happened. And she's skirting around it.
Like somebody gave me something probably to calm down, or I took something to calm down.
Right.
It had the opposite effect.
I had a Klonopin, and I had never had one before.
I had a Klonopin and chased it with...
I had a whiskey.
This is a classic case of the weed today is just too damn strong.
Yeah, or like Lern said, a Klonopin and chased it with a Truly, and that's next thing you know.
And a scotch, and then and then the guy next to me stole my AirPod, and
looked like a lizard.
It looked like a lizard.
Dude.
I started connecting some dots that weren't there.
Yeah, Tiff, we love you. Come on the show.
I forgive you.
I think it's important that you guys are saying this kind of stuff because, like, I mean, think about it. I bet you there is 50% of the population out there that was super angry at this lady when she's doing this. You're like, this lady sucks.
Oh, if I was on that plane, I would never forgive her.
Right. But do you guys like float the edible thing and whatever, and you're like, oh man, okay, I can see that happen. I feel bad for her too.
Yeah, because I think we've all taken an edible and freaked out at some point.
Well, because there's only two things that could have happened. It was the drugs with the mixture of alcohol, and she had never had that experience before, or the aliens got to her.
Or that guy was not MF
and they were like, you better be releasing an apology video and taking full responsibility for this, because you know what? The Pentagon just released that we're real out here, and we can't be having any more of this.
That we're real out here.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So those are the only
we can't have people talking.
Or the aliens cloned her.
Yes, or this.
That wasn't her.
Right.
Well, I for one,
man, see, and that's the issue with
bow to my overlords.
Right? Yeah, me too.
Not there on the plane.
That's,
Hello, I am Tiffany Gomez. I am sorry about my behavior on the plane.
That's the big issue with these edibles being so intense. Is like if somebody's hammered, we got all the signs. Like you're wearing it. Like we can see it. Your eyes are red. You're this. You're that. Like we can see it. But the edibles, like you need to like wear like a badge or something. You know what I'm saying? Like
on an edible.
Have a light. Just in case
they
something
have
they got you know what they got?
Are you supposed to wear the drug rug?
On every plane, Scott, here's what they have to do. They have to have an air marshal just in case something goes down, tries to storm the cockpit.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I
then-
sat next to that guy.
And a safe buddy, like a guy, like somebody to calm you down.
Moon, the hero. We need
Somebody
the
to
hero.
calm you down.
I was the
on
hero
your-
for these flights.
I'm having a bad trip.
Yes.
They got a guy
Go
for that.
sit by him.
He's
Yeah,
next to
yeah.
the air marshal.
But there
man.
needs to be a light or like a sticker or something.
Well, really,
the drunk sticker. You know what I mean? Like
with all these freakouts,
Put this on
I
just in
really
case.
do. It's a combo of people, being a-holes, and a combo of, hey, everybody's now popping some kind of pill.
Anxious, yeah.
Popping some
Basically-
kind of pill and then chasing it with alcohol, and then
You make a good point. Statistically, in the echelon of usefulness, statistically, your dad's friend Jeff in a drug rug would be a better air marshal than the guy packing heat.
Yeah.
Because there's somebody on every flight who ate a 100 milligram edible
Yeah.
and is like
Who
not
didn't
having
know.
a good time. They're like, hey, Jeff, go shaman this guy.
Yeah, talk him down.
He's like,
36C
hey, man, it's
needs
cool,
ya.
dude.
Yeah.
You ever see the Great British Bake Off, man? Check it out. It's part of your in-flight package, man. He's just like, you're right, this is pretty cool. You know, like, he's just talking the guy down off the ledge.
Yeah, there should be, the guy on the drug rug.
You're right.
To talk you down.
Yeah, because, I mean, if you think about it, like, airplanes are the one place where it is kind of a safe space where if you have your anti-anxiety meds that most people do take them, and then, like, you slam back a drink because you're freaked out. I mean, it's kind of, I accept it. I have, my husband and I, like.
Usually it says on the bottle.
This is what we do.
On the bottle, on the prescription bottle.
Don't take alcohol.
Don't drink.
Right.
Don't drink when you take one of these.
Well, I'm in a
plane.
tube in the sky, and those rules don't apply to me right now.
I thought that was a weird jurisdiction to have, too, as a peace officer, you know? Up.
I'm here to enforce.
Yeah. Well, just like if you see somebody committing a crime on the ground, be like, your ass is lucky. Because if we were up there, I'd bust you. But since your feet are on the ground, I technically have no jurisdiction. Carry on.
I was definitely next to the marshal. For sure. This guy looked like he was straight out of Special Forces.
Yeah.
It was one of those things where he gets on and, like, I'm looking at his bag and he's decked. This dude he's got the haircut, he's got the muscles, his veins are popping out of his wrists. I mean, everything. Like, this guy's like straight out of Special Forces, and he's in like a I'm going golfing shirt,
right?
And like,
yeah.
like some khakis or something, and his shoes didn't make sense. His shoes look nice, like he was ready for church and a fight at the same time.
Yes.
And I'm eyeing this guy, and of course he sits next to me. So then
maybe he goes to Fight Club church.
So there's a seat. There's a seat kind of over here. So he gets this kind of stuff out, and I'm like, now I have something to do. Now I'm just kind of like watching him to see what his disguise is going to be.
Well, he's got his tray table and he's cleaning his gun.
Yeah. What's he gonna pretend to do?
Did you say, like, is that
he's
a gun in your pocket, or are you just
taking
really
apart
happy
an
to see me?
M16 and putting it back
happy.
together next to Moon, and he's like, I'm starting to think this guy might be an air marshal. He's like got one of the, he's got like a speed bag on the back of the other seat.
Yeah.
I'm thinking this
like,
guy's law enforcement.
I'm starting to connect some dots here. He's smoking a cigar on the plane. Nobody's saying anything to him. He's like, I think this guy's getting special treatment.
Hey, but before we get too far off the gal that did this thing, I got to connect this. Now, I don't think with this apology, I don't think she falls into this this theory or this purview really. I was talking to Eric and Proto, the dude, best drummer in the world, by the way. He was playing for Goldfinger this last weekend. We were kind of hanging in these drives, and we started floating. He floated something that I think actually clicked and made sense, and I want to talk about it on the show. And this video made me think of it. It is back in the day, 70s, 80s, 90s, everything as far as attention, especially with Hollywood and everything, it was all based on shock value, right? Shock.
Yeah.
Whether it was radio DJs or this or that, it was like shock value. And now that everything is so shocking that nothing's shocking, shock has no value anymore, right? What he goes, what's the big value now in all of this stuff? Like getting headlines, getting attention on social media and everything.
Sound bites.
No, he says it's cringe. He's like, think about the emotion, the feeling that cringe elicits from all of us. It makes us, and he was showing me a band that was like, doing things that you could tell was so cringy that 50% of the population probably likes it for what they think it is. And the other 50 are watching the videos and giving them the numbers because they're showing their friends going, can you believe these guys are doing this in a serious manner? And he said, it's such a marketable thing. It's such a thing that cringe is the new shock. So I brought up Kanye and I said, so you think like Kanye? And he goes, dude, that's all 100% intentional. He was just way ahead of the game as far as knowing that cringe is the new shock when it comes to pulling
because then
value.
you want everybody else to see the cringe, so then you pass it along.
Yeah, and he goes, it does not matter how cringy it is, or I mean, like how it seems like it's a negative thing. He goes, cringe is the new grasp for value in this world, in this society, as far as media goes. And he goes, and everybody that's doing anything that's huge, that's always in the media and finding it out, what are they doing? It's not shock, because shock has no value anymore. It's actually cringe. Because you're looking at the guy going, oh, God, are you serious? He did this, or she did this, or she said this. So some of these videos, I think, I mean, not this one, because it seems like she was taking an edible and said sorry. But some of the stuff might be just to be cringeworthy. Because
I definitely think
that's the thing that goes the
TikTok and
furthest.
Instagram people. It's kind of like the people I hate the most on like Facebook are the ones that do like pranks that are clearly fake pranks.
Like setup.
where it's like a super hot. There's a lady named Hadley that does it, and it makes me. I want to jump off a bridge, and it'll be like, shh, I'm gonna surprise my husband by hiding.
Right.
Oh, we know
She's like stolen a prank from someone else on YouTube, and then it's like the acting is.
Oh, we know the rules. When somebody turns in the camera and goes, shh.
Yeah.
Fake. Automatically.
Not to mention it's like all shot in 10 angles in 4K, perfect lighting.
Yeah.
Husband comes in and he's like, what's going on? Honey? And I'm just like, who watches this? And I'm like, I'm watching it. I got to stop doing this. And it's like, I'm watching it because I'm so angry. But then there's people that are like, this is hilarious. You're so funny. And I'm like, this sucks.
So half the population is still going for the gag, and the other is sharing it because they realize the gag is so cringy, so
it's
ridiculous.
a win-win for
somebody
them.
else.
It is a win-win. And
also,
and you know the example, somebody else in the car, one of the French guys, French-Canadian guys, chimed in. He goes, oh, yeah, like back in the 90s, remember when Billy Bob Thornton and Angelina Jolie did the whole blood thing?
Yeah.
That was shocking, right? It was like, oh my God, they drink each other's blood. It's so shocking.
It was at the MTV
shocking.
Awards. We just had sex in the car. Remember that?
It was like the shock headline. And then now you see that exact same thing with a couple other celebrities that we know. And it's not, they're not doing it for shock. They're doing it because that thing is so cringy. Like that.
That was Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly. Oh, yeah, we wear each other's blood.
Well, that was the example. And it
Let
was
me
like,
add
it still
this
works.
into it, though, because I was listening to another podcast that you guys won't care about with Dr. Amen, and he was talking about our level of dopamine and how we are literally wearing out our dopamine inhibitors because we are just scrolling nonstop all day. So to get the cringe, to get the shock, it has to be leveled up so much because all day long we are just wearing out our dopamine by social media and feeling connected to something in a happy way or in a way that's entertaining.
And it's got to be so outrageous that it grabs our
So it has to be
attention.
dumb.
Well, and that's what I'm saying with that video. Before she issued that apology and you floated the edible thing, which seems likely, I thought, oh, maybe this gal's a genius and she's got an OnlyFans or a Patreon or something like that. And this is how you get your name thrown in.
I think this legit ruined her life.
This one's for sure. But I'm just saying,
but it
listen,
may not ruin her life long term, even if it wasn't intentional.
Yeah, if you're going for
Everyone thinks she's got wedding proposals.
Oh yeah, because she's a smoke show.
Because she's a smoke show. I was like, I'll
my
marry
wife
this crazy
is upset with me
broad
for that.
But she probably doesn't want to be known for this for the rest of her life, right?
No,
so
but I'm saying
that's why
if
the
you
apology came.
If you do,
Ride the wave.
follow suit because
I'm
cringe
Tiffany
is the new
Gomez.
shock.
And I buy ugly houses.
How about this? I'm Tiffany Gomez, and you hire me. I will go crazy at whatever
I'm
event you want
crazy
me
for
to.
ugly houses.
She's
standing for
hire
ugly
me,
house.
and I will go to your event and be crazy and point it and rant and rave.
Well, she's on Cameo already, I bet.
Somebody was talking about the cringiest thing they've ever seen is the Island Boy brothers making out.
Oh, yeah.
And guess what? You've seen it. Everyone's seen it. Everybody saw it because not because it's shocking, because it's cringy.
Yeah, but a lot of the stuff I see on TikTok and Instagram, maybe it's because I work in comedy and I don't know, but it's like I could see through it and be like, oh, this is a bit. There's like a kid that does his fit checks, and I share his stuff sometimes because I think it's funny. He's like, whoo! It's like this little chunky kid with curly hair, and he's like, look at that drip, and it's like he's wearing Walmart clothes.
Yeah.
But I think he knows what he's doing. And way ahead of the curve, I don't know if you guys remember Krispy Kreme. Lady had to change his name to Froggy Fresh because he got sued by Krispy Kreme donuts. So he's like, I'm Krispy Kreme. And he had a snot bubble in his nose, and he used to rap.
What?
He's like a little white kid. He got on Tosh.0. That was just a carrot, Everybody thought that was a real dude. And it's just like, he knew what he was doing. He was using that was early cringe factor where he's like, people are going to be like, I can't believe this guy's trying to be a rapper. Look at this dorky Tennessee kid. And he's like, I live in my dad's house. I ain't got a gun, but it shoots BBs, and I like to have fun. And I remember everyone was sharing it, and he was huge. And he got him on Tosh.0.
And it was cringe.
And that was 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah, Tosh.0 is probably what started all this.
He got the clicks.
Yeah.
I do want to bring up, I hate to shift gears here because I want to get to this before we hit the break, but glad you're back, Moon.
Hey, thanks, man. It's good to be back.
Your show was fantastic.
It was. Had a great crowd
on Saturday.
It was. Thanks.
Band sounded good.
Band sounded all right. We had a bunch of Rizz Show listeners that came out, and it was a huge. Humphreys is, if you're looking for a place to go with a patio, outdoor stage, indoor. It's a really cool spot. New ownership, but same kind of character to it that it's had all these years.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Is that the show where Jimmy Griffin played with you guys?
No, that's coming up on the 26th at the Lincoln.
Did I just ruin a surprise?
No.
Okay.
We've been promoting it.
Damn.
Yeah. You go.
Damn.
Good Lord.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I do want to say thank you to everybody who came out on Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Hot Shots Edwardsville for the Pork Steak Army swearing in.
Looked awesome.
Yeah, man, it was cool.
And you know, Rafe's now thinking like me as you're driving the hour out to Edwardsville, you're going, nobody's going to show up.
Yeah,
Nobody's coming to this thing.
Sure.
I was worried a little.
We had to stay later. We had to stay about a half hour later. There were so many people
That's awesome.
on that line waiting to get sworn in.
Yeah.
How many did you swear in, do you think?
Oh, man.
250?
Oh, my gosh.
Easy.
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 Did you deny anyone?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. We had to approve and deny stamp.
That is so great.
Oh, yeah. There were a couple
There were people that were denied.
Why did you deny some people?
Well, because Rafe was making people swear in on a cookbook.
Yeah, the David Lee Roth, Sammy Hagar.
Well, it was a Sammy Hagar cookbook, but he had posted he pasted a picture of David Lee Roth over Sammy Hagar.
That's right.
Oh, that's vicious.
Brutal, man.
And all right, so
Yeah, show
Rafe,
the people on the cams.
tell people what you were having people swear in to. Okay.
Yeah, that's. I put David Lee Roth's picture.
He's
It's
got
Sammy Hagar's lower body still.
Yeah, he's got 3 arms, which I have heard. David Lee Roth
Roth's got
has.
3 arms. One is putting a pineapple up his own ass, apparently.
How many arms does Ganesh have? 6 arms.
Oh,
6 arms.
at least 6, maybe 8.
Anyway, so what were you having people place their right hand on the David Lee Roth cookbook
right.
and say what? Go ahead.
I had them place their right hand, raise their other hand, and I said, do you swear allegiance to the Pork Steak Army, thereby, thus, and in extension, the Fightin' Johnnies?
Uh-huh.
They say, I do. And I said, do you swear that David Lee Roth is the one and only true lead singer of Van Halen?
Oh, no.
If they didn't swear on that,
denied.
denied.
Oh, man, the redheads are freaking out. Yeah.
Someone
So
said,
people like
we
the
had
better
approved one, and someone halfway through their thing was like, I'm actually a Hagar fan. We took it back, denied it,
Yep.
handed it back to him.
Yeah,
Good.
sorry.
Can't have wishy-washy people.
But people had gone to the website and printed out their applications. There are three question applications, and people went nuts with it. I mean, we read all of them.
That was the thing I was impressed with, and that's what took time. Is I wanted to give time to people who took time because
absolutely
the applications were so thoughtful and filled out and funny. There were some really funny ones, man. I was so impressed with how funny and cool and how. I mean, we had one guy show up in face paint and a helmet, and he had like a commando, what's that called? Like where all the bullets.
Oh, like a bandolier?
A bandolier filled with like cooking implements and dry rubs, and I'm like, man, it was impressive.
Yeah.
We had a guy in a fireman's hat, gave me a fireman's hat.
Oh, yeah. It was
all kinds of cool
very
gifts.
Cool event. Well, Reed, I know you saved a couple of the applications.
I saved a couple, yeah.
Because we approved or denied, signed, and then gave it back to them along with their sticker and their patch. And for the first 100 people, we had Pork Steak Army T-shirts.
Yeah.
But and I have some gifts for you guys too, by the way.
Yep. People brought gifts.
People brought gifts for us.
For other members that were not there. And a lot of people have emailed and asked or messaged me of like, oh, I couldn't make it to the event, or I live in Minnesota or California. Now that the event's over, I will say, download the application, mail it to the station, which should be on the app, right? The address, mail
All that
it
stuff's on
care of Captain Rafe Wiliams.
And I put Captain Pork Steak, and it'll get to the right place.
Get it to Captain Pork Steak, it'll get to the right place, I promise. And just mail it to the station. I will review, approve, and mail or deny.
Yeah.
And mail it. Give me your return address, and I will mail it back to you.
Okay, got that?
So for those
I
of
will
you
put a
that are
sticker and a
upset
patch in
that
there.
you didn't get your paperwork done, we can do a little hanging Chad situation. And with that being said, you want to read these? I'm going to read a couple.
Yeah. Just give me the highlights.
Question 1 on the Pork Steak Army enlistment application form 1057. Why do you want to join the Pork Steak Army? This is from Ryan Casting, who I didn't put your rank on yours, so we need to talk about that. It's the only one I didn't give a rank to.
Yeah, Rafe actually issued ranks to everybody as well.
I did. I gave a rank, and I signed them to a unit. Some people got better units than others, depending on their.
On their skill
Yes,
set.
they do.
He said, I believe as a Midwesterner, the pork steak is the backbone of our society. Being born and raised in the backwoods of Illinois, you come out of the womb with a pair of tongs in one hand and a bottle of sauce in the other. Learning how to get the perfect char on a pork steak by age 4, I know that I would be a vital asset to this battalion. An army such as this is absolutely necessary, and I believe I would help protect all of this country from this barber-cruel world. Excellent answer.
Excellent answer.
Cute.
What rank do you believe you deserve in the pork steak army and why? What skill set and commitment are you bringing to the table? With the vast amount of skill and knowledge, not only the barbecue grill, but also the pork steak, I would make the perfect sergeant first class. My skills include, but are not limited to, ability to create the perfect backyard barbecue experience, providing both meat and drinks for all. Able to master the perfect flip of each pork steak to ensure maximum flavor throughout the steak, while never taking my eyes off the pool. Sides. As important as the pork steak and the sides make or break the meal, I may also ensure that the sides include a wide variety that complement the flavor of the pork steak or rub being used. Sauce is the boss, but overly sauced pork steaks can be put right into the garbage. And with that being said, I can personally guarantee each pork steak will be perfectly sauced to the enjoyment of all. Love this guy's answer. And you know what? I am signing you on the air rank of Sergeant First Class.
Whoa,
I'm approving it here on the air.
Big deal.
Sergeant First Class. And by the way, we did have some people bring down like A1 steak sauce and throw it in the garbage.
Yes, a lot of people brought a ceremonious steak sauce to throw away.
Did you guys keep any of that?
I bet at the end of the night, Hot Shots is like, why are there 87 bottles of full
So
steak
heavy.
sauce? So wasteful, but I loved it. What are you willing to do to prove loyalty if chosen to represent this elite fighting class of barbecue warriors? Nothing dirty or unsavory. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to join the great cause. Eat 50 pork steaks? Done. Bathe in a tub of barbecue sauce? Say no more. Stand at a grill for 24 hours grilling nothing but pork steaks? I'm there. I will stand there with pride, flat-footed, steely-eyed. This cause is near and dear to my heart, and I'll do whatever's necessary to join the ranks. And that was Sergeant First Class, Ryan Kesting. What an excellent.
Hey, congratulations. Welcome aboard.
And I got to say, this was probably my favorite, and this... I'll tell you the rank when we're done. They have an illegible, I don't even know this person's name, which is kind of apropos for what this was. Why do you want to join the pork steak army? On top of being a big fan of the show, I love to grill meat. Big fan of Rafe's comedy. And I was also sent back from the future to cook pork steaks for the Fighting Johnnies. This got my attention. This piqued my interest.
So this is like a John Connor thing?
Yeah, he said, I said, so what rank do you believe you deserve in the pork steak army, and what skill set are you bringing to the table? He said, I believe I should come in as an officer because I have over 30 years experience in the restaurant business, 15 years of which have been grilling. And I said, what are you willing to do to prove loyalty if chosen to represent this elite fighting class of barbecue warriors? He said, my loyalty and commitment are unmatched. As I mentioned, I was sent back here by Taco John Connor himself. Sent to fight alongside and cook delicious pork steaks for Captain Rafe Wiliams and the Fighting Johnnies, to mold the future, to save the world. I've been sent through time and space to be here today. And also, I drove all the way from Union.
Wow.
All right. Well,
That is the
all the way
future.
from Union.
And this person was awarded the rank of 1-star general of the Fighting Johnnies Future Corps. So that was a pretty big deal.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Well,
Big deal.
I do want to, and again, thank you for all who came out, filling out those applications. You didn't half-ass it.
No.
You didn't half-ass it.
No, it was awesome.
And we stuck around and made sure everybody got their patch and stickers, and it was cool. It was cool.
We swore in a baby.
We did swear in a baby.
We swore in a whole family, dude. A baby. A little bitty.
A little pork steak.
A little baby.
Yeah, a little baby.
A little baby came, and we swore the little baby in. I do want to give out some gifts here.
Oh, I can't wait. People are so generous.
Well, of course, somebody brought a whole thing of Fireball.
Oh,
for
God bless them.
a party bucket.
A bucket.
Lern.
And you know what? I actually need this for my show on the 26th because something I do at these Lincoln Theater shows is I throw out little things of Fireball, so now I don't have to buy those. So thank you.
That's at a school,
A
you
bucket
said?
of booze.
Bucket of booze.
Party bucket of Fireball.
Yep.
Gross.
Oh, delicious.
It's disgusting. How old are you? Jesus.
I'm 38. This is 38.
And her
I
name
can't
is
help it.
Lern.
Hello.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, we got a whole bunch of barbecue sauce for the fellas here. Thanks to Code 3 Spices.
Oh, man, you know,
I know you're all about here.
I'm all about the barbecue sauce.
So pass that around.
Okay.
Oh, boy, oh, boy.
Also, some dry rub.
Oh, my gosh. I
rubs,
love
too.
dry
This is
rub.
also the same thing. Yeah, Scott, for you, too.
We had a lot of applications as well, I would like to note, that are pending.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
There were some
spicy.
people who made promises, and one guy delivered. He said he would walk on Legos, and I said, I expect a Lego video by Monday morning. I shared it on our socials. He sent it in Sunday, ahead of the curve.
Yeah, I saw that.
But there were at least 3, and I think maybe 4 pork steak tattoos pork steak army.
They said they would get pork steak army tattoos.
Pork steak army
Wow.
tattoos. One person let me draw where I wanted it. I drew it on their lower left forearm.
Yeah.
And they said, so there's at least 4 pork steak army tattoos pending out there.
I tell you what, there were so many people that were sworn in. I believe we could probably take over some kind of municipality if we all mobilize.
We're going to have to activate the pork steak army.
And that was just the first wave.
That was the first wave. I mean, I think we could probably march, get the pork steak army together, and at least take over like Herculaneum or something.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like a small municipality. If we needed to overthrow a local government, we probably could.
We got some cool stuff. Did we get something else?
Oh, well, yeah. So somebody brought a bottle of Malls. I don't think I've ever had Malls.
Oh, Malls is fantastic.
Great stuff, man.
It's local.
Yeah, you should take that. It's
Yeah, it's a
local,
good one.
and they have a jalapeno one that is the jam.
It's really
'Cause
good.
It's
This is your classic.
perfect amount.
Now, I know that this is not allowed, but whenever my dad was alive and he was making me pork steaks, he would put mall sauce, slather them up. I know it's wrong, but that's how we roll.
Well, when we made pork steaks at home about a week and a half ago, we poured like 2 bottles of barbecue sauce in the slow cooker. It was great.
Okay.
Yeah,
But I've
Malls.
never had Malls.
That's what it's
Malls
called.
is I'm sure I
have,
If
but
it's a marinade, it's not the same thing. I'm saying don't cook them on the grill and then try to hide your mistakes by slathering them.
Oh,
in
okay.
sauce.
And that's what
That's
Greg
what
did,
people
my dad.
do.
Yeah.
Well, do you mind if I keep this, guys?
No,
I'm
go
not
for
gonna
it.
have-
please.
Yeah,
You
you
should.
deserve to know what that's all
We
about.
also had didn't somebody give us a scoreboard?
Yeah, I got that too. All right, so here's some more. These some dry rub.
Pretty cool.
Some dry rubs. Take some of that.
That thing was cool. And also a special shout out to Rye Guy who showed up. I caught me on the way in and he gave me, and this was cool. I forgot to tell you guys about it. Or maybe I did tell you about it. Moon will like this though. He gave me a tire jack from season 7 of the Dukes of Hazzard.
What?
Wow.
So they had had the orange paint on it of the General Lee from when they
That's
had
so
to like
cool.
do a quick
Legit.
tire change on
Get
set.
out of here. That's
Dude, that is
awesome.
fantastic.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man.
Also, shout out to Sean, who brought us gallon jugs of sweet tea from Lee's, which I think you took that home.
That's awesome.
Yeah, who gave us a scoreboard? Look, somebody gave us like a dry erase scoreboard.
Well, somebody had to leave. He actually emailed in.
I think, Lern, you need to keep that over by you.
I am the one keeping score on this show
Yeah,
all
you
the
were
time.
One keeping score.
It's cute.
Scoreboard. Anthony Williams gave us the scoreboard.
Yeah, thanks, Anthony.
Andy Bill, thank you.
He said he loves, hello, ladies and Rafe. My name is Anthony, and I was the one who dropped off the scoreboard. First, I'd like to apologize about my handwriting. Thanks for letting me skip the line to give it to y'all.
It's
I know
great
it almost
handwriting.
caused a riot. I had to hurry up and get back to the firehouse and couldn't stick around. We had, so I was going to say, we had on-duty firemen come to swear in and go back to the firehouse.
Well, because somebody had to stir the chili.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tony
Someone had to
Bills.
pet the...
Yeah, at every firehouse, there's a big vat of chili, and somebody's got to stir it.
He said, thanks, Rafe, for swearing me in on the fly. Sorry to the woman I bumped in front of. I know it was a big moment for you, and I would never want to steal that away from you. I hope Rizz learns to keep score. I included a yellow and red card magnets. Moon is orange because he is bright, has a fun personality. Cue the hippie button. It is like sunlight, and he loves the outdoors.
Cute.
Thank you.
Waiting on it, didn't get it.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
Learn is pink/purple.
Oh.
Keep talking. Keep
Not because of being a girl, due to how excited and hyper she is every morning.
Not me.
Ah, got her.
Thank you very much.
Rafe is green because he's well grounded and always ready to work and pays homage to his service. Thank you. King Scott is red because, well, he has red hair. Rizz, yours is black to match your cold, cold heart.
Oh, that's nice.
Love you all. 3.14 out of 5 stars.
All right, that's great. It's
pretty good.
Somebody's asking, hey, did you have the Captain Pork Steak platter when we were at the Hot Shots in Edwardsville? No.
Sold
You didn't have
out.
time.
Sold out.
Oh, sold out.
Sold out.
That is so great.
So we did go to a nice steak restaurant after. We hung in Edwardsville.
We did.
Yeah, I was jealous of the camaraderie. You know, you guys had the delicious dinner. I mean, that's all.
Went out to
Well,
to
you were
dinner
invited.
after.
You were invited, and Tim killed it.
Yeah, he did.
Tim ruined it for everybody.
What was the name of the place we went to?
Musali's Prime.
Solly's. In the middle of nowhere, Edwardsville. Well, I mean, I was told where the place was. I put it in the Waze. And I go, where the hell are we going?
Right.
It's in like in the middle. It's almost like a residential neighborhood.
That's nice.
But it was a nice place, and they were very nice, and they're good steaks. I had the ribeye.
Did you give a review?
Yeah, 5 stars.
Wow.
Yeah, 5 stars.
Yeah, 5 stars.
It's awesome.
I had the ribeye. My wife had the New York strip. You had the prime rib. Mistakes
Fancy.
were made. I should have ordered the prime rib. Anyway, tomorrow, listen, tomorrow we're all going out together.
Yes, we are.
Tomorrow.
The ribeye was good.
Yeah, the ribeye was great.
Yeah.
The ribeye was great. Tomorrow we're going to Golden Corral, guys.
Yay.
That's right.
That's right.
I need a little more enthusiasm than that.
Yeah.
I have to save it for the actual going out.
Are you going to chocolate fountain this tomorrow? Are you going to have the full experience?
Listen, I'm open for anything.
I was told I have to go live on Facebook with you. Like, I have to get there before you and get, like, you walking in. People want to see your reaction to this.
When I walk into Golden Corral tomorrow?
Yeah, and, like, what exactly you're...
Yeah, we're going to go have lunch over there, the five of us. I can't wait. Well, and for such an occasion, I said I'm going to go buy everybody gray sweatpants. And I went and bought gray sweatpants.
Wow.
Oh, I'm so excited!
I was in the gray sweatpants.
Invasion of the Grays.
Oh, man.
I went to Walmart yesterday. I was going to go to Costco.
What size did you get, everybody?
Well, let me tell you what happened.
Oh, my God. Go.
So I go to the Walmart. I said, show me your finest gray sweatpants. And I said, Sarah,
well, sir,
Larry?
you got to go to the gray sweatpants section.
Yes.
And as I was looking through the gray sweatpants, a man in a motorized scooter rolled up, and he started talking to me about how he loves the band Styx.
Yeah.
So,
What?
Yeah, baby.
A man stick?
No, the band.
The band Styx.
I thought you said man
I thought you
sticks.
said man
No,
sticks,
no,
too.
man
I was
sticks.
like,
No, the
what the
band.
hell?
Those are good
Band.
sweatpants, man. They show off your man stick. You
No,
know
the
what I mean?
band Styx, because I guess
like,
they're
what a
selling
perv.
they're selling Mr. Roboto Styx shirts at Walmart.
Did you buy us those too?
No, I did not.
Damn it.
Oh,
I just went for the sweatpants.
Don't
Nothing
Did
else.
you? Did they escort you to the Faded Glory section, which I believe is the?
There was a bunch of different varieties
Of sweatpants.
of sweatpants.
Did you get the light gray, heather gray?
Oh, I want
Did we
light
do-
gray.
Oh, good. So we can really see the stains that
Oh,
happen
yeah, yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah. So this is for large. This is for Moon. Here.
All right. Hey, thanks.
So they
man.
have the cuffs at the bottom.
Goodness.
Oh, good. So they're tapered.
Large. Why? What are you doing?
I don't know, man. What am I? I don't know your size.
You didn't ask anybody.
You
Gotta wear a
You
belt.
should have just
dude.
got us all
I got you
large.
large too.
When you
right.
go to the Golden Corral, you walk in a medium, but you walk out a large.
That's true.
We could just tuck them
Scott,
into
I
our
got you
underwear,
on
man.
large.
It'll
Dude,
stay
I
up.
can't. Look,
Are
I
mine
mean, look at
man
these.
or
Hey, Did you
female
look? Did you
sweatpants?
use your eyes?
Look at
Did you use your eyes?
Yeah, I did.
What am I to do with
He
this?
went with his belly, his gut.
I could fit in one leg.
Yeah, dude.
Oh no, we're all wearing them.
Please,
Hey,
Hammer, don't
yeah.
hurt him.
Can you and I get in the sweatpants together?
Yeah, I got you an extra small.
We could easily. You and I could.
Extra small,
So,
right on.
where's it gonna fit?
Dude,
You and I
how
could
little
both
or-
walk in this.
They're all just large. They all just. Oh, look,
man,
these
you
are
really
great.
just played a hard head game on Moon, dude.
There's even a pocket
that is-
I got you an
behind
XL.
them.
I'm not sure how you feel about
Thanks,
me
pal.
anymore.
These look great. Mine are perfect. You want my
Wow.
extra small ones, and I'll take the large.
I mean, look, those are extra small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they got your length right perfectly. Look at this.
I just want to.
You know what, Moon? Go buy your own
Here,
sweatpants,
no,
okay?
No. Here, hold
What am I supposed to do? What do you want me to do? I won't be able to. I'm going to be holding these up.
Let me see. Hang on.
Look at the. Take a picture of that.
Dude, that is amazing.
Scott, come get your sweatpants.
He heard about all your plain heroics and figured your balls
hero.
are so
Balls got
big.
so big, I need.
Tell your boys coming
Oh
in.
my gosh.
Listen, after tomorrow, you'll fill them out, okay? So
All right. Well, yeah, maybe that's the goal. This is the goal. Goals pants.
I would just like to comment that I'm proud of you for getting the kind with the elastic cuffs at the bottom.
That's what I
You
wanted.
paid a lot of money for these. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man.
That way
Thanks,
we'll be
man.
in style.
I was looking for something that had fewer than one boundary, and it turns out
None.
you found no boundaries. That's
the brand?
That's the brand. No boundaries.
No
Yeah,
boundaries.
man.
No,
Are we
no
wearing
borders.
These,
No borders could hold us.
are we wearing these tomorrow, like on the air?
Eaters without
You want us
I'm
to
borders.
going to
show
change
up?
into them,
Okay.
when we go there.
We're not having a pajama party on the show tomorrow
I mean,
morning.
we can if you want.
There are certainly no boundary. When I put these on, there will be no boundaries.
Scott, come over here and let me see. Scott.
What did you get?
I got him a large
Eaters
too.
without borders.
He's a foot taller than me.
Listen, Moon.
Sorry, dude.
Tubster's here. I got I can make this work though.
Yeah, of course you
I'm
can.
just gonna tuck it in the underwear.
They're sweatpants. They work for anybody.
You'll grow into them.
That's cute.
I love that
could
my
go to
size
Walmart and
sweatpants
exchange.
are a joke to all you guys.
What?
That really hurts.
Say what?
What do you mean?
You got large?
The proper size sweatpants for me, and you guys are like, oh, my God. He goes, I'm a tubster. Well, you know what? You might need a method.
I'll be honest with you. I wanted to get out of there as soon as I could. This guy with the sticks talk was killing me.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I didn't know they sales people there, though.
You guys are all built like babies.
Well, we're going to enjoy ourselves.
We'll tie you up. We'll knot you up. They got a drawstring.
Yeah, they got a drawstring. They got the cuffs at the bottom.
Oh, dude.
All right.
Hey, guys, enjoy.
Someone has a good idea in the chat. Moon, get some sweatpants suspenders.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to wear. I got suspenders
Just
at
wear
home.
them in there like a pickle bucket, dude. Like the clown. You'll look like the clown at the circus.
Bring me some rainbow ones or the sky ones that are checked.
Yeah.
Do you have those?
No, I just have regular, nice-looking ones, man.
Oh, bring them.
I only have one.
We'll bring them for Moon. One suspender.
I'm going to need
So
them.
mine will fall, but I'll bring yours. Yeah.
All right, if you remind me, I'll bring some in for you.
Yeah, that'd be
Remind
good.
me, though.
I got some bright yellow ones.
Oh, do you really?
I do.
Oh, yeah. Those will work.
Those will work. Oh, you're looking for the Robin Williams ones.
Yeah, the Mork and Mindy's.
Yeah, I'm not going back to Walmart.
Pork and Mindy's.
You did good, though. Thank you, man. This is awesome.
Dude,
I'm not
Very
going
sweet
back.
of you.
Speaking of, I forgot to take my suit up to Canada for the Goldfinger shows. I don't know why, but I forgot the button up and the tie and all that kind of stuff. And I walked to Walmart. In, man, I don't even know what town this was, but I was going to get just a button up, just like a cheap button up, like $20 button up. That's all I need. Guys, Canadians do not dress up because Walmart did not have any button ups.
Yeah, it's all
denim.
flannel.
It's all denim.
Yeah, I mean, denim and flannel.
That's
no, I'm not kidding.
That's all you need
That's
up
all
there.
they had. They had no section for anything dressy.
That is fancy dress.
Kind of
Guys,
wild.
we got to take a break.
Oh,
It's already 7:14.
we're having a good time here.
We're
man.
having a great time.
I got new pants. I got dry rub.
Yeah. You got barbecue sauce. You got new pants. What a day. That's what heroes get.
That's right.
You got a hero's welcome.
I feel good.
Today's Team Rizz Member of the Day is brought to you by Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill, proud sponsor Team Rizz. Visit hotshotsnet.com/Team Rizz. From Granite City, Illinois, Caitlin Runyon is our
Runyon.
Caitlin has been an avid Rizz Show fan for over a decade now. She's attended many Rizz Show events over the years. The daily podcast always works its way into her workout schedule. She never misses a show. She loves all our personalities, and now we do a great job keeping mainstream radio relevant. Well, thank you, Caitlin Runyon from Granite City, our Team Rizz Member of the Day. Get the super sweet Team Rizz Member of the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz.
The Rizzuto Show.
All right, welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Rizz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, RizzShow, 1057thepoint.com. Send us your instant feedback. You can do that through the 1057 The Point mobile app. Sex Time Fun Facts coming up. Sex Toy of the Week. We'll play 3 and 5. Give away some fabulous prizes, including tickets to Friday's birthday bash, featuring The Urge and Stabbing Westward over at St. Louis Music Park. We got tickets to go see The Offspring just a couple weeks, August 27th, over at the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater. We got tickets to go see comedian Mark Normand over at the Factory. That is next Saturday, the 26th. And we have tickets to go see Asking Alexandria at September 25th over at the Factory. Upon further review, the sweatpants are quite big. If you want to give them back, I'll exchange.
No.
I'll do this. It's no big deal.
They are big. I was just looking at the picture of you holding them up. Like they're huge.
I appreciate being.
I think you should just cut armholes in the hips.
No, man.
And wear them all the way up to your neck.
I just appreciate that in your mind, I am that big of a personality.
No,
big man.
No,
You're the tallest on the show.
You know what it was?
He went to the child section and then felt guilty.
I just saw large, and I just thought, okay, you're not that much.
I feel like men always want large. That's like what you guys.
I thought it was.
That's what we hear about ladies.
I guess that's true.
I thought
that you always
we want
large,
large, and so you guys always
No, honestly,
defer to
I
it.
thought
large.
it was default. Like the default, like large.
You know what I meant.
Rafe's a bigger guy, extra large, and you were extra small.
Because I'm pocket-sized. I'm fun-sized.
Yeah, I was doing the size matters jokes. Scott, thank you. Don't twist it.
No, isn't that because Tim's always that way? Tim is a medium. Okay, Tim wears a medium shirt, medium-sized pants, but that guy. He wants large. He wants to have a large T-shirt. So I'm like, all right, here we go.
It was the default. It was default
Here
large.
we go.
Like universal,
Yes.
like hey.
T-shirt default large, yes.
And
yes,
that's what I thought.
Like if he would have brought you a medium, you'd be like, "What's this?"
No,
I'm a big guy.
no, pants get
Here's what I'm
sketchy.
thinking.
It's all about length.
You're right. He
These
would've.
run very large.
Right. Okay.
What I'm thinking is these are like fat guy sweatpants.
Hey, we're gonna stuff rolls in those pants.
These are like
Bring 'em
fat
home.
guy sweatpants, and I think the large is really like an XL.
But right.
To
that's,
make
that's what sweatpants are supposed
to make
be.
bigger guys like feel better.
When you're
Yeah.
going for sweatpants or even like anything
You know what
but
I'm talking about,
jeans,
Rafe.
you're looking
Hey,
at
what the hell, man?
No, you were
know what
nodding
I'm
your
talking
head.
Yeah.
the size.
Whatever, dude.
Not saying you.
The size
If I
has
can't
more to do with
fit
the length.
bags that I can, and
Beat
it
up everyone in this room.
can steal rolls at the end of this experience tomorrow, like then I know mine are too tight. I could probably have it small.
So my apologies. I feel bad about getting everybody the wrong size pants.
You didn't even ask.
I
That's
thought
all
you
right.
got
your
the
own
Great.
damn
right.
pants
Hey, man,
next time.
mine are great.
Thank you, Rafe.
You know what? They're a little big
I went
or a
with
little
the
snug.
default large.
Wearing 'em.
That was it. Okay. Anyway,
Thanks, bro.
in good news, thank you, man. Not you, Scott.
Hey,
In
I said thank you.
well, thank you,
Zero
Scott.
complaints
Acknowledged.
over here.
Okay, thank you. In other news,
Yes.
I do have an announcement to make.
What?
Yes, this is a good one. This is a
Okay.
big one, and I want everybody to take out their calendars and put down January 30th. January 30th.
How do you spell that?
It's a Tuesday night.
It already happened.
January 30th,
2024.
Oh,
See your St. Louis Blues take on the Columbus Blue Jackets Tuesday night, January 30th, Enterprise Center, because that's Rizz Show night.
What? What happens
So
at Rizz
tight.
Show night? Never been.
Oh, what doesn't happen at Rizz Show night?
Well,
Oh, dang.
wild, man.
Oh, we take over all the entertainment.
You do?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's fun.
I'm excited.
Oh, it's fun. Like, they give us the microphones, and we are doing all the in-game entertainment.
Yep.
We get ice skates and go out on the ice?
We have.
We'll be out on the ice. So your special Rizz Show night theme night ticket will include an exclusive co-branded Rizz Show Blues Night T-shirt. It's a really cool design. Plus, we'll be out doing the in-game stuff. And the best part is a portion of your ticket goes to benefit Operation Food Search.
This shirt is badass. It's at 1057thepoint.com right now.
January 30th, Enterprise Center, Rizz Show night at the Blues game. Now, tickets for Rizz Show night will go on sale Friday at 10 a.m. Do not go and buy the regular tickets on sale right now. If you want that Rizz Show Blues Night T-shirt, you need to wait until this Friday at 10 a.m. and get your special Rizz Night ticket at the Blues Theme Night ticketing page.
We've been doing this for years, and it's the same system. And every year we have a few people that just buy tickets, regular tickets, and don't realize that you have to get the specific theme night ones from these links.
Yeah, from the link on the Blue site. We'll have everything up at 1057thepoint.com. But Friday, 10 a.m., you got to go to the Theme Night ticketing page at the Blues website. Click on January 30th Rizz Show night, and that's how you get the special T-shirt. And that's how a portion of your ticket goes to Operation Food Search.
That's awesome.
We have sold this out really quickly every
Oh, yeah.
single time. So don't hesitate.
Yeah, don't wait.
Lern, they let us basically do everything but play goalie.
I'm down.
They
Yeah,
give
it's
us,
fun.
They give us the keys.
I can't wait.
It's a fun night, and we'll take the next day off. Just so
Oh,
you know.
I was going to say that's even better.
We'll take the next day off.
So we can fully let loose.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting loose this week, this year.
Yes.
I'm getting loose
Next year.
next year.
I can't wait.
Yeah, 2024.
Dude, it's so crazy to think about January 30th. And that's not that far.
Right.
It really isn't that far. I mean,
No.
I'm about to announce another show, and I think it's like so far away, and it's before that show.
Yep.
And man, it's just like, it's coming. It's coming. So
I am
when those
coming
tickets
quick.
go on sale, be prepared. Don't think, it's in January. I'll get them later.
No, it's gonna get them while you can. Get them while you can. All right, today is August the 14th. Back in the day, 78 years ago, 1945, World War II ends with Japan's surrender. 70 years ago today, 1953, David Mulaney Sr. noticed that his son was having a difficult time playing baseball because he was always breaking windows and losing the balls on the school roof. The kid also showed no skills at throwing a curveball. So Mr. Mulaney took a round-shaped perfume carton and cut slots in both halves. When he threw his new ball, it curved. His amazing new invention was called
The wiffle ball.
Waffle ball.
the wiffle ball. Yep. 70 years ago today. 36 years ago today, 1987, Disorderlies was released, starring the Fat Boys. Love that movie.
Yeah, me too. Love the Fat Boys.
Love the Fat Boys. I think most of them are dead.
Well,
if not all of them.
It was in the title.
Yeah.
They did have a song called Jelly Roll.
34 years ago, 1989, Sega Genesis released in North America. 23 years ago in the year 2000, The Weakest Link premiered on NBC, and Dora the Explorer premiered on Nick Jr. 21 years ago, 2002, Drowning Pool's lead singer Dave Williams was found dead in the band's touring bus during the Ozfest tour. He was only 30 years old. Drowning Pool was famous for their song Bodies. Drugs and alcohol were not the cause. He died of cardiomyopathy, a disease of the heart muscle for which he'd never been diagnosed. 17 years ago, 2006, Bruno Kirby, who played Billy Crystal's best friend in both City Slicker movies, he died of complications from leukemia. He was 57. 8 years ago in 2015, the NWA movie Straight Outta Compton was released. And 3 years ago today in 2020, Ted Lasso premieres on Apple TV. And that's what happened back in the day. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your Crap on Celebrities.
And it's brought to you by Bright House Plumbing. Call the best, flush the rest, brighthouseco.com, 636-600-0188. Well, because we're obsessed, Mark Zuckerberg doesn't think his cage fight against Elon Musk is going to happen. On Threads, Zuck wrote, I think we can all agree Elon isn't serious and it's time to move on. I offered a real date. UFC president Dana White offered to make this a legit competition for charity. Elon won't confirm a date, then says he needs surgery, and now asks to do a practice round in my backyard instead.
And thus ends the dumbest storyline of the summer. Thank you. And that's I don't want to hear anything more of it.
And we all knew it. And back to the cringe theory. This is the cringe theory.
You're exactly right.
They weren't doing it for shock. He was doing it for cringe.
We'll see what Elon says, and we won't give updates because we're done.
We're done.
The Hollywood Casino Amphitheater in St. Louis apologized because we had Ghost here on Friday. Live Nation tweeted out, as they normally do before a show, hey, here's all the things you need to know before coming to the show.
Live Nation is the promoter, runs the amphitheater.
Right. And so one of the weird things that was listed was, hey, don't show up with a mask or any face paint on, which as we read it, I remember thinking, this is a little strange because Ghost's crowd is a metal crowd and they have their faces painted up.
Yeah, they're fans would go to a Ghost concert, painted up.
Well, days prior, the venue posted a policy about face paint. In the announcement, face paint or masks covering the face are not allowed while entering the venue or purchasing items at the merch booths. Any face coverings must be removable upon request.
I don't think it was just a tweet either, because I think Liv was talking about it on air.
Yeah, it was the official statement from.
Right. So there was that.
Ghost fans started leaving comments questioning the restrictive policy, saying things like, you are aware of Ghost fans. This is what takes hours to apply and get it right. This is what our family does when we go to Ghost shows. Fans arrived, some of them painted up. Venue staff either denied them entry or told them to lose the paint if they wanted to see the show. And then many fans also pointed out that some of the members of the staff were letting face-painted fans inside the venue. So then there was confusion the day of the show. Now the amphitheater has apologized for what they call a miscommunication, saying, quote, this was not directed by Ghost. If you experienced issues of last night's show, please reach out to us so we can improve our future shows. Ghost even commented on the fiasco, saying, we wish to inform you that we will always encourage creative expression and we will never stifle it.
Yeah, I saw that picture of probably 200 clowns just standing outside there looking really sad.
So sad.
Sad clowns. Yeah. I guess there was some kind of miscommunication.
So what was it? So we don't know. It's just miscommunication.
There were people speculating a conspiracy theory that they're using AI technology to recognize faces, as some venues around the country are doing.
Yeah.
Nobody's mentioned about that.
And with the face paint, you can't do that.
You can't recognize. Fans aren't happy with the apology, by the way, pointing out that the venue had days to reply to questions and concerns that were left on social media with these posts, and they didn't. Wow. So I think that would be a way to improve with confusion in the future.
You best recognize.
An unreleased documentary on Ozfest will have a screening this Friday at the David Geffen Theater in L.A. The director of Wayne's World, Penelope Spheris, is behind it. It's called We Sold Our Souls for Rock and Roll and features late 90s interviews and live acts from Slipknot, System of a Down, and more. Also does a focus on Black Sabbath because at one time in Ozfest, I was at this Ozfest when it came to St. Louis, that was going to be Black Sabbath's end. Yeah. And it just wasn't. They went on to tour for 20 more years or so. But I can't wait to see this. This is going to be a great documentary. Tiffany Haddish is also producing a docuseries about women who date homeless men. She says, quote, I experienced homelessness myself and found there was a stigma on it that I don't think should be there.
We had a Craigslist Freak of the Week like this.
Yes.
It's a fetish.
Homeless fetish.
Where you date, like you're into dating homeless people.
Like picking up a homeless person.
And dating them.
Is
So
it
Tiffany Haddish has a documentary on this.
Is it something with like wanting to help someone that seems helpless?
With
is
your
it like is it like one of the fixer things? You know, like you meet those people that like have this weird mission, and it's usually like it's not. I'm not saying this in a good way. Like they want to like fix people.
This is like a makeover for a homeless man, but you're dating them.
You want a project.
It also reminds me of that old skit with Tracy Morgan and I think Britney Spears.
Yeah. Sunshine on my shoulder.
But it's also like a power thing, right? I mean, it can. I
don't think that's the way she's going about this. I think she's literally just wanting to do a little ethnography dive into the homelessness epidemic. And I think she also is trying to break open that, hey, some people do date homeless, go on dates with homeless people. Which is something I didn't really realize. She said she was homeless at one point, so maybe it sounds like she probably dated somebody who wasn't unhoused.
I don't know.
Gotcha.
I can't wait to know more.
That's what you're saying.
Jurassic Park is returning to theaters in 3D. That will happen on August 25th, so check that out at your local listings. Britney Spears, who, she constantly posts these videos of herself dancing. Again, another kind of cringe thing with the cringe theory, Moon. But now she's gone and done it. She bought herself a stripper pole.
Oh, you done did it now.
So, subscriptions are going to be going up.
So she bought a stripper pole and
she's going to be using it.
Wait, Britney?
This is Britney. It's Britney, bitch. We were supposed to get a Guns N' Roses song on Friday. It never happened. But this is so awesome. So Touch Tunes machines at bars and restaurants,
Yeah. The screen. That's the screen jukebox.
Yes. It was on there. It was released nowhere else in the world.
That's
but on
awesome.
Touch Tunes, if you were at a bar and you looked up Guns N' Roses, you got to see that
A new
perhaps
This was on purpose or on accident?
it's probably on purpose because it's nowhere else. And people tried to do
Probably on
record
purpose.
it on their phones, like if you were at the bar.
interesting.
Right.
And Universal Music has taken down all of these videos, like cease and desist a bunch of people that leaked it.
Hey,
so
maybe
not.
Touch Tunes
I think
paid
they
to have
blew
it done.
Yeah. No, I think somebody accidentally didn't untick a box on
And
the
it went out.
digital
And it went
upload.
out.
Well, they
Yeah,
reached
yeah.
the top 10 on touchscreen last week.
Dude,
so
I mean-
But you can't find it anywhere. Like I looked it up for audio today.
There's no
Yeah,
other
find
way
it
they
not.
could have monetized that unless they did a deal with like a bar, some bar conglomerate that had Touch Tunes in it or something. There would be no reason. That was a goof. Somebody's fired. Somebody has no job
Somebody is
today.
fired.
Oh, well, the people that heard the song, what are they saying? Is it good?
Yeah, people. This is like Chinese democracy era music.
Oh, man. You're fired. You're
We're going to get it at some point,
fired.
possibly this Friday. Jelly Roll's Backroad Baptism Tour stopped in Virginia Beach over the weekend, and while there, he paid visit to the Chesterfield County Jail. He shared stories with the inmates and performed a few songs Johnny Cash style. He's also going to appear on the Tribute to the Judds, which celebrates a 40th anniversary of the country duos signing a deal. He sings on Love Can Build a Bridge with Kay Michelle and the Fisk Jubilee Singers, whoever the hell they are. That album is due out on October 27th.
Love can
David Lee Roth is also in the news, our Pork Stick Army god. He posted another video of himself practicing the moves with a samurai sword. This time, he is, dude, this video is so
love
good.
this guy, man.
This is a cool-ass video. Let me set the scene. It's David Lee Roth. It's black and white. He's got his sword out. And it's to the music of The Sopranos, the opening music of The Sopranos, Woke Up This Morning.
From A3.
It is, we're going to put it on the blog. It is
I
worth
love him.
watching.
That soundbite you just did, that's when the sword hits him in the knees.
He is a samurai, though. You know
Oh,
this.
yeah. He's put videos of him practicing his swordsmanship out.
Oh,
The only
one's
Sam
good.
that belongs in Van Halen is Samurai David Lee Roth.
That's right. And finally, to demolish another list.
Hang on. I'm going to
yeah,
get some
dude.
audio here. Hang on one second. This is prepare to rewind.
Look at this.
Rewind, Moon. Okay, here we go. Hit it.
Oh, it is?
Yeah,
Oh.
that's an older one.
He's been doing this a long time?
Yeah, he has a couple videos of him.
Okay. Oh, yeah. February 2021. Here's
ago.
another one 2 weeks ago. Shows samurai
This is the
skills.
thing he does. He does.
Oh, no. He did it over the Queen song.
Yeah. It's
It's
pretty
the thing He
good.
does.
Wow.
See more videos of David Lee Roth, Samurai.
Yes.
Yes, I will see
watch.
those.
I will watch.
Go down the bunny hole.
I will cue those up.
All right, time to demolish another list.
Okay, here we
My
go.
husband gave me some feedback on Friday, by the way. He was like, you're not giving the top 10. Because like these lists are trash, and once we trash them, I never give like the actual countdown. So I thought today I will. Ultimate Classic Rock has put out a list, and this time it's rock and roll album covers that you can go visit. So I'm going to give you a place, and I'm going to see if you can tell me which album it's from.
Okay, God.
And some of these will be hard. All right, so this album cover was shot in Paradise Cove in California. This is number one. It's just a top 10 list. Number one. Paradise Cove, California. It has this band on a yellow truck. They're on the beach. They got a surfboard. They would write a lot of songs about surfing.
Beach Boys.
It was the Beach Boys, Surf and Safari. Very good. Point for Rizz. Let me get the scoreboard.
What's the category?
Places you could visit that were album covers.
Okay.
Right.
This, number two. This is a shot of the Beverly Hills Hotel in California. This rock band put out
The Eagle.
The Eagle.
Hotel California.
Was
It's
that
King
Scott?
Scott. Yeah,
Yes.
King
Hotel
Scott.
California.
Hotel California.
Point for King Scott.
Okay.
This, Giant's Causeway in Northern Ireland. This is an iconic cover of an album where it's an apartment building from this legendary rock band.
Pink Floyd?
U2.
U2.
No.
Oh.
Motley Crue.
No. And
Is it
think of an
apartment building?
English.
Oh, Zeppelin.
It's Led Zeppelin.
House of the Holy.
Yes. Let's see. Or physical graffiti.
Physical graffiti.
Physical graffiti.
I have
All
a
right.
point.
What about this album cover? Berwick Street in London. This is another English
Abbey Road.
band. No. This is a band from the 90s that they're walking
Oasis.
forward. Oasis, exactly. What's the story? Morning Glory. Point for Rafe.
Good question.
Number 5, this band, they were at Warner Brothers Studio in California. Again, another English band. This album cover depicts men shaking hands. One of them is on fire.
Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd. Who said
Wish
it?
you were here.
King Scott. Wish you were here. Very good. Number
Damn.
6.
Damn it.
Got it.
King and Rizz are tied.
Don't know my tea, dude.
This album, number 6, was taken at Joshua Tree National Park. It was actually taken closer to Death Valley National Park, but it was named after
U2 Joshua Tree.
That's right, Rizz. Very good. Number 7.
Not you, Moon? You didn't get in on that?
Man, I wanted you to have your chance. I saw you shaking over here. You just like you need
get in on
to
that?
get
I'll
on the
to
board.
get it out.
I'll get
That's
in.
your album.
All right, so this is the building at 23 Hedden Street in London. There's a plaque there actually showcasing that this album from this legendary guy was taken there. It's nightlife. It's him standing in the dark on the street, and all you can see is the glow.
Elton John.
Not Elton John.
Bob Dylan?
It's not Bob Dylan.
Bruce Springsteen.
Not Bruce Springsteen. He's kind of eclectic, this
What
guy.
street? Tom Waits.
This
No, you're talking about Peter Gabriel?
23 Hedden Street in London. It's hard
Oh,
to describe.
Bowie?
Bowie, very good. Moon, The Rise and Fall of
Look
Ziggy
at
Stardust.
you.
and
Hey, baby.
Spiders
Good
from
animal.
Mars.
Hey, baby.
All right, number 8. This album is iconic
So silly.
because there's a witch-looking woman and she's standing in maple Durham
Black Sabbath.
watermelon. Black Sabbath, a point for Rizz. Very good. That's in Oxfordshire, England. Number 9. Slaughterhouse Falls on the Rio Grande Trail in Aspen, Colorado.
Aspen.
Aspen. This guy is standing on a rock.
California.
John Denver.
John
Beautiful.
Denver. Point
John
for
Denver.
Scott. Yes, the Rocky Mountain High.
I know my medal.
And number 10, Lake Geneva in Montreux, Switzerland. There's actually a statue of this legendary
it's,
rock
Deep
singer.
Purple.
No. This man has his
Frank Zappa.
arm up in the air. This
It's
guy's
Queen.
dead. It's Queen. Yes, point for Rizz. Did you say Queen too?
Yes, in my brain.
Okay, Moon said it.
In my
Very
head
good.
movies.
All right, congratulations, Rizz with 5. Thank you for listening
Nice.
to my
Hey,
stupid
man.
list.
All right.
That's
Yeah,
amazing,
dude.
Rizz.
Ah, yes.
Celebrities celebrating your birthday today.
Yes. What, yeah, hang on.
Oh, go ahead.
I just want to acknowledge how good David Lee Roth was. We didn't really talk about it. We kind of glazed over it. What I saw, I wasn't expecting. Like, he was pretty good with that sword.
Yeah, he's
His
like
form was awesome.
he's like a legit master swordsman.
Love that guy. So
Yeah.
funny.
Like black belted and all
Yeah,
that.
like all that stuff.
Man, I feel like if that was somebody you did not like, you would not say the same thing.
Bro, I was ready
Would you
to
like me
make
to bring the
fun of
video
it
up again?
because I was like, his form was pretty good, dude.
How old is David Lee Roth?
He's been doing this. How long you say?
60s.
I don't know. I didn't expect. I'm just be honest.
I thought it was going to be like
68.
chopping stuff around.
No, he's doing like kata.
Right? Yeah. It's kata.
But to the Sopranos
good,
theme
but-
song, it's really cool because like he's kind of moving like a little slower than normal. I don't know.
So here's the latest one. The
it's to Queen. Okay.
no, this one. Okay, yeah, this is the Queen one. Sorry, but there's whatever the new one.
Where's
is.
the Hagar one with nunchucks?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
There's some new one. I guess it's over the like you said, the Sopranos thing. And it's similar. I mean, it's the same kind of thing. It's the kata stuff. Here it is.
Okay.
All right, watch.
Yeah, it's cool. It's artistic. It's like a silhouette of him.
It's a pretty dress.
But if I showed you this and you didn't know this was David Lee Roth, you'd be like, yeah, this guy's probably like a stuntman in Hollywood.
I'd be like, she's cool. His hair
see,
like so long.
I thought you would say something like, "This looks like Star Wars kid all grown up," and I'm not saying it does.
I mean, he's badass.
He's pretty good, man.
Yes, as you would expect, somebody has been doing it for 30 years.
That's a cool video.
You said I would make fun of him if I didn't like him.
I think if this were somebody that you weren't a fan of, I think this is.
You would say, look at this tool.
I'm just saying, like, come on, man, rose-colored glasses for you right now. Like, this
Maybe.
is. I mean,
I was impressed at how good he was at it. That's all. Whenever you guys said he was,
If it was Sammy Hagar doing that, you would be like, look at this tool.
yeah,
I might say
perfect example.
I might be,
Thank
but
you.
I might be like, I'm kind of impressed with his form.
All right.
Brianna
I came in
Hildebrand-
ready to make fun of him.
Brianna Hildebrand's 27. She was in the Deadpool movies. Tim Tebow, 36. Mila Kunis just turns 40 today. Al Shearer, that's MTV TRL VJ and Punk'd Field Agent, is 46. Halle Berry is 57. Susan Olsen, that's Cindy on the Brady Bunch, she's 62. Sarah Brightman, the one and only Christine in Phantom of the Opera, my favorite Christine, 63. Magic Johnson is 64. Rusty Wallace, two first names, is 67.
Arnold's own.
Bob Backlund
Wallace.
is 74. That's the WWE Hall of Famer and world champ for 5 years, from 78 to 83. Surprised you didn't know that. Joseph Marcel, that's Jeffrey on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Joseph Marcel is 75. Danielle Steele, the book author, is 76. And Steve freaking Martin, which, by the way, we just started Only Murders in the Building, the third season.
Yeah, it's good.
It's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Steve Martin is such a treasure. The dude is 78 years old.
78 years old.
And he still looks like
Happy
I thought he
birthday.
did when I was a child.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Steve. Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Britt Morgan. And today's birthday girl has been in 216 fine films, including Back Alley Cats 1. She was in Beaver Ridge, Britney Speared, Caught from Behind 14, Cheeks 2, Bitter End. Girls Just Want to Have Girls 1 and 2, Nightmare on Porn Street, Take My Wife, Please. She was in Sleeping Booty 2, and who can forget her role in 1988's I Found My Thrill on Cherry Hill.
That one is an Andy Kaufman bit. Take My Wife, please.
Please.
Like that. Was he in that?
Maybe. I didn't see it. Britt Morgan is 60 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back, and we'll give away some stuff. It's Monday. We're going to play 3 and 5. So Moon is going to give you a category. You name 3 things in that category within 5 seconds. 2 out of 3 categories right. You win your choice of prizes. We have tickets to my birthday bash coming up on Friday over at St. Louis Music Park, featuring The Urge and Stabbing Westward and Jimmy's Chicken Shack. We got tickets to go see The Offspring, big summer show with special guests, Sum 41 at Simple Plan. Just a couple weeks away, August 27th at the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater. We got tickets to go see comedian Mark Normand next Saturday, August 26th at the Factory, and tickets to go see Asking Alexandria September 25th over at the Factory. Remember, no ums or ahs to start your 3 and 5 answers. 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. We will play next.
The Rizzuto Show, traffic and weather.
All right, 7:52, Monday. Traffic and weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. There's still a lot of racing left in 2023 at WW2 Raceway. IndyCar returns August 26th and 27th. Get your tickets now. We have delays 64 eastbound between Outer 40 Road and 40 Drive. Average speeds down to about 35 miles an hour. We have a lane block due to a crash 70 eastbound at Missouri Inn. And also an incident 70 westbound at Bircher Boulevard. On the southern side, delays of 2 minutes or more, 270 eastbound between Tesson Ferry and it looks like 44. Average speed down to about 30 miles an hour. Your point forecast: scattered showers remain possible through the morning, along with some patches of fog. Some sunshine later, though. High of 82, low of 71. Right now it is 73 at the Point Studio, and your point forecast is brought to you by Car X Tire and Auto.
So it's a crazy week in the Rizz household. We got like orientations. You know, my son starts high school next week, so we got orientation. And
that's awesome.
Everybody's getting their school supplies. You know, my daughter's got her orientation today.
What do the kids want for back to school? Like, it used to be Trapper Keeper for like our generation. They want like a new computer or...
No, they're assigned computers.
Really?
Like they're given laptops.
That's nice. They want, like, do your kids like want specific pens? Because you like a certain type of pen.
No, I don't think anything. My daughter wants like, hey, you know, take me shopping.
New clothes.
I want some new clothes.
Yeah.
No, just, you know, everybody's got the list. You hit up Target.
So fun.
You go to the back to school section and that place, well, by now it's probably cleared out.
Yeah.
I remember last year we went, as a family, went to Target to go, you know, check stuff off the list of stuff to get. And it was like Thunderdome.
Yes.
Like, displays were turned over. Somebody started a fire, I think.
Oh, man. Woodstock 99.
Yeah, people are on edge, though. People are on edge. Can't wait for the kids to get back. They've had it with them. It's time for you to go back to school. I'm done with you.
My husband, over the weekend, he went to meet with his family. They're all at their grandma's house, and my niece is going into high school, and she's just my favorite. She's my only niece. I made her this big jumbo pack of things that I wish I had when I started high school. None of which, I did get her some really good pens, some G2s. But
what's in this jumbo pack?
I got her.
I like how she's the favorite. But
the only one. Yeah, I thought the same thing.
I don't know what I'd do if I had two nieces. I'd love them both. But like, I got all boys otherwise. But no, I got her like some dry shampoo, like a makeup sponge, this great cleanser from Origins. Scott and I use Origins. I essentially just got her things that I wish I would have had, like this tinted moisturizer. Like, I was such a tomboy when I started high school. I got made fun of. Like, she is such an eclectic, like artistic, intellectual. She's a little nerd. And like, I don't know. She's just, she's coming into her own. And I want to send her off on like a good foot. She's kind of nervous. So I got her that. I got her a day planner.
My daughter is super nervous too. Is your son nervous?
No. At least it's not outwardly.
Oh yeah, she talks about it. I mean, she's really excited, but it's like a very nervous excitement.
Yeah, it is.
He's not out. Maybe he isn't.
They got the play.
He's internalizing
I forget what it's called, but it's like a fake day. Is your son doing this? Like, where they essentially go for like a 4-hour day? It's like a half day,
they run them through the schedule.
Yeah, but it don't count for nothing.
Right.
It's like, but it's
orientation.
Like lunch, but it's not orientation. This is like a full like fake.
It's like 10 to 3.
It's like a fake day. I mean, you might as well just tack it on to the school year. You're making these kids go through the motions. That's what we did on the first day of school. That was called the first day of school.
Yeah, you throw them in there. You just go, all right, figure it out.
Yeah, but now they're giving them this practice day. Yeah, but remember our first day of school was just a nightmare. But at the same time, like, there weren't teachers teaching nothing. It was like there was a grace period of like let these new kids figure it out.
You get a week to figure out how long it takes to get from each class to each class.
But fairly, it counted for the year. This one's like an extra tacked on practice day.
I saw the hours. It was like 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
I feel weird for the kids. Now, dude, I don't know if you guys ever experienced this, but when my older kids were in this age, or actually, I guess it was a little bit younger than high school, they were in a district that went year round. And you're talking about the kids, you know, like you just want them to get back in school, like get the hell out of the house kind of thing. That year-round thing, I'm telling you, man, I know all the teachers are going to hate me for saying this, but it was just better. It was better for the kids. It was better for everybody but the teachers, and the teachers bitched about it so much that they took it away.
Yeah, my buddy who's in North Carolina, his kids do the year-round school, and that's how it is over there.
It was
He says it's so much better.
It was so much better for the kids, and I know parents bitched enough, and the teachers bitched really. And they just voted
I don't get
it out.
So they don't have a summer break.
You know, they do have a summer break. That's the thing. You think you're taking it away. So what they did is they would do 9 weeks on. 9 weeks on, 3 weeks off. 9 weeks on, 3 weeks off. 9 weeks off, and 9 weeks on. And then for the summer, they had 6 weeks off, which, let me tell you, as a parent, is perfect. And for the kids, you think the kids would hate it because they're going, quote unquote, year round. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, man, especially like my daughter and a couple of the kiddos, they like school enough where 9 weeks. about that 9th week, they're ready to take a break.
And you get a couple weeks off.
And by the end of the 3rd week break, they're like, I want to go back to school and see my friends. So like it's always, they retained more. It was just
now
it seems like a marathon.
Yeah, it was so much better for the kids, but
I like
to
it.
hell with the kids. It screwed up everybody's schedules. The parents and the teachers all bitched about it, and they
I wonder
got rid
what
of
the
it.
cons. You guys are so pro. I wonder what the cons actually were.
It's trimesters, right? So it's not
semesters.
It's not semesters. It's trimesters. I think that's the way it is in North Carolina. But they love it. They love it over there.
Yeah, but you got to push it through the the parents would bitch because
I'm all for it. You get my
because not everybody can afford childcare for those 3 weeks, and
sure.
because it was broken up and nobody was used to it.
Adjust.
They were reasonable gripes, but like. No gripe should come before like the children, but it always does.
Maybe it's benefiting the kids.
Never mind.
I don't know.
Never mind all the data that supports the children here.
By the way, people are. I feel like it's the end of the summer for the kids. Parents are on edge, and now they're taking it out on robots.
Oh no!
Has anybody been to Schnucks? Anybody been to Schnucks and seen the robot?
Yeah, I love the robot.
The robot going up and down the hall, up and down the aisles.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Tally.
Tally
the robot.
Love him. He's like Short Circuit.
Headline: KMOV, Bridgeton woman charged with damaging robot in Schnucks store.
Come on, man.
Prosecutors charged a woman with first-degree property damage after police alleged she knocked over an inventory robot in a Schnucks store.
What was he doing to you?
Tally 5 is alive.
What was he doing? He's just counting stuff. That's what he does.
So
He tallies
cute.
things. It's in his name.
I love the little noise he makes. You ever heard the little noise? It's like whoop, whoop, whoop.
Days without accident, 0.
Oh, if you get close to it, it whoops at you?
I've heard it whoop before, yeah. I think there's a setting to turn it off maybe, but like I've heard him whoop. And it's so cute.
We were at the Eat Well the other day, and I saw Tally rolling down the aisle. I go, all right, man.
The best thing is when you're
Hey, Tally!
Hey!
hey, high five. The best thing is when you're like, trying to figure out what Cheez-It flavor to go with this week and everything, and then you look over and it's just like, whoop, it's just right
coming.
there. It's just staring at you
Hey,
because
Tally.
it's just waiting for you to
Waiting
move,
for
and
you
you're
to
just like, whoa, sorry, brother.
So the Bridgeton Police Department responded to Schnucks after the Tally inventory robot was knocked over and damaged.
How much are those? Got to be expensive.
Expensive. The damage exceeded $750 is what they said. They didn't say exactly how much. So it is a first-degree property damage. The woman admitted to pushing the robot over. Surveillance video showed her doing it. Screw that. I don't know why you screw
this a
half
woman?
this thing. Yeah,
This is not like a 12-year-old.
this is a grown woman.
Well, it probably got in her way.
We all do weird things. We all have weird thoughts like cross our head. I just want to know. Wouldn't it be nice to just like read the thought out in print? What could you have thought right before doing that? I mean, you got to know, like,
Did that robot just catcall me?
There's only one of these things.
What'd you say?
It's probably gonna break if I tip it over. I'm on camera. Like, what are the thoughts that allow something like this to
I
be
don't
executed?
think many thoughts.
I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt, though.
But where's the doubt? Where's the doubt as to how like this is not?
I'm having a bad day. I'm going to take it out on this thing.
I mean, I'm glad it was taken out on a machine instead of like a human. But then again, like Tally's like the sweetest ever. Like this isn't the AI that's going to kill us all.
Yeah.
So like, don't start there. Like
Punch
get
a box of granola or something.
Get the dogs down at the border, all right, and take it out on the machine gun dogs. You know what I'm saying? If you're
Whoa,
really
what?
pissed.
Oh, you're talking about the robot dogs.
Yeah, the robot dogs, the
Oh,
AI
I was
robot
like, you
dogs.
killing dogs
that have
now?
guns
God,
on
you're
them.
yeah,
vicious.
Jesus.
Man, come on.
They're coming.
You're really
We're
into these cats.
We're animal lovers here.
Jeez.
Are you talking about like the Boston Dynamics?
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Those things are freaky as hell.
Yeah.
That's what's going to turn and take us down.
Yeah, if I saw one of those taking inventory at Schnucks,
Right.
I wouldn't blame the woman.
Did you see? Have you seen Black Mirror yet? Black Mirror has one.
That is a
about
great
robot
episode,
dog.
man.
It's incredible.
No, I just watched an episode of Black Mirror with my wife Saturday night.
Which one?
Terrible episode to watch right before bed.
Oh, which one? Tell me it's the white bear one.
No, it was where the woman's husband died in a crash, and like AI husband came back.
Oh yeah, the red-haired guy, the actor. He is amazing. That one, that's a heavy episode.
So
man.
the woman, it was a very heavy episode. So the woman's husband dies in a car accident, and she's obviously distraught.
Yeah.
So she has a way of communicating with an AI version of the husband. So first it's through email. So the AI takes into account all his emails and his social media stuff. So she's like having a conversation.
It like fully gathers, it scrapes all of his previous data and
To
gathers
make his personality. Right.
But then she upgraded where she gets sent
a real doll.
Him.
A real boy.
AI him. And
What could go wrong?
Beep, beep.
That'd be so weird.
Beep, beep.
It's sad. It's freaky.
That's this guy, right?
Yeah.
Does he look
The
like
one that's in
Tally?
Star Wars?
Oh,
Did you
he's
look
the
like
guy
Tally?
from
He's got
he's in that show about The Patient with Steve Carell. He plays the psycho guy.
He's got like a strange, hard to pronounce
Donald
name.
Gleason's son.
Oh, is that really his? Really? Huh.
Yep.
Good episode. All right. Anyway, let's give away some stuff.
Maybe that lady's husband looked like Tally.
Maybe.
She took him out.
Screw Tally. All right, we're playing 3 and 5. All right, so Moon's going to throw out a category. You name 3 things in that category within 5 seconds. 2 out of 3 categories right, you win your choice of prizes. Rizz Show birthday bash tickets, Offspring tickets, Mark Norman tickets, Asking Alexandria tickets. No ums or ahs to start your answer. Those are the rules. The judges are standing by, ready to throw the
Hammer.
throw the hammer at you. All right, let's practice.
All right.
Moon, who first?
Let's go with Lern.
Lern. You're first. Here we go. Practice round. 3 and 5. Here we go.
Let's see. Name 3 different shades of blue.
Navy blue, dark blue, light blue.
That was the crazy fastest thing I've ever seen anybody do.
I'm practicing my quickness at home
That
with my
was
mental
very
stuff.
I had not said the E in the word blue, and you had navy.
That was wild.
Brain games.
Been doing a lot of brain games on my phone because I don't want to get shot in the ass anymore on this show. So buckle up, boys. The bitch is back.
Okay.
Okay.
Guess
all
who's
right.
back? Back again.
All right, Rafe, for you.
Okay, since Lern just said it, name 3 different brain games.
Boggle. Trouble. Sorry.
Are those brain games?
I don't know. Hey, use your brain.
You're the judge, man.
I'm not the judge. She's the judge.
You're the judge.
I liked it.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, you use your brain.
You do have to use your brain for board games.
You use your brain.
I guess you could have said
I don't know
baseball.
what qualifies brain games?
Yeah, like Tetris.
Like Sudoku and like there's like a
Wordle.
category
Word search.
for there's like a category.
Love
for,
me a good word
Oh,
search.
dude, word search is the bomb.
Word
Jumble.
search.
Jumbo.
Yeah, I bet you that's it.
All right, let's go to Caleb. Good morning, Caleb.
Good morning.
All right, let's play 3 and 5. Here we go.
Name 3 luxury cars.
Lamborghini,
No,
Corvette.
stop this.
Yeah, now that she's polished her skill set up, she's become a harsh
He
judge.
said,
Her gavel sounds like no.
I was going to let it go like if he was saying a Lamborghini, but
No, it was
I saw your I saw you give a little bit of
I gave
you
grace.
pause.
grace there.
I gave grace.
You did. You're like
I gave grace.
no grace in this
No
game.
grace here, I guess. Caleb, next.
Okay, name 3 potato-based foods.
French fries, potato chips. Waffle.
Tots, man. Tots. I know tots.
Casserole.
That should have been hers.
Oh man, haven't had a casserole in a
How about
while.
shepherd's pie, man? I love shepherd's
Yeah,
pie.
yeah, make one a vegetarian one at home.
Ah, stop.
I know. Sorry. Sorry to ruin this for everybody.
Cut it out.
Hey, by the way, Pork Steak Army, I saw there was a vegetarian division, and I was very
I don't know anything about
excited.
Yeah, it's a super secret vegetarian division.
Yeah, super secret. And then she immediately posted it on Instagram and got fired from the Pork Steak Army.
John, hello.
Thanks.
Good morning.
Hey, Johnny. Let's
wait,
go
wait,
3 and
wait,
5.
wait.
What?
We didn't even give him a
What's
chance
happening, guys?
to do a second thing.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, that was his,
That was his
first
second.
guy. Caleb?
Caleb was
Caleb's
the
gone.
Oh, that's right. He blew the
Caleb's
first one.
gone. Caleb's
For
out.
some reason,
Do
I-
it for Moon.
For some
Caleb, go
reason, I felt like you
bye-bye.
hung up on the first guy.
No, Caleb's out.
Okay.
I know it's
my
John's
bad.
turn now. John, here we go.
All right. Name 3 board games.
Monopoly, Clue, Parcheesi.
Clue Parcheesi, yep.
Very good, John.
What are the rules? What is Parcheesi? I don't think I've ever played it in my life. I hear it talked about all the time.
Is it
People used to do cocaine in the 80s and play Parcheesi.
Okay.
Parcheesi? Is that
Talk about a brain
is
game.
it dice? Is it dice? Is
Oh,
there
it
dice?
ends with an I. Abstract strategy game. Let's see. An adaptation of the Indian Cross and Circle board game.
Okay.
Parcheesi.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, yeah, it is a board game.
Sorry I asked.
Oh, I don't even know. Look at that board. I have no idea what this is.
I think I may have played that at
Looks
one
like
point.
the layout for the Shining
None of you
Hotel.
ever played that
It
game.
does
Like the
look-
carpet.
Yeah, this looks like This is like
0% of you have played that game.
this is on the way to Ouija boards or something. This looks spiritual. And
No, I swear to you, I think I've played that game. You put
It looks like a stained glass window in every St. Louis home.
you put the dice in a cup and you
that's
swirl the cup.
Yahtzee.
You're doing the dice too much.
Well, okay, fine. I never played it. Next,
Okay, name three.
I'm not gonna argue.
Name three cities that start with the letter A.
Amarillo, Albuquerque, and Albany.
Yeah.
All right.
Are we
What's
gonna accept Amarilla?
I will accept it because I like the way he said it.
like
Yeah, that's how.
Is that how they say it there?
That's the
Amarillo.
Christian way to say it.
Maybe want to have an amaretto sour, but other than that, I
The
like
judges are accepting it.
Amarillo
Hang
by
on.
morning.
Amarilla.
Amarillo. That's how they say it there. Amarillo.
Are you a real Amarilla?
Yeah, I'm going from Missouri to Amarilla.
Tiffany? Hello.
Good morning.
Hey, Tiffany. Okay, here we go.
Name three shows or movies about animals.
No.
Killing
The
it.
gavel. That was the gavel.
I don't know that I watched it.
Come on, God. Lassie.
Animal Planet.
It's okay.
Lassie's not a show.
What?
What?
Oh, yes, it is.
Where do you think it came from?
Wait. What is Lassie?
Oh, I didn't
It's a
know it was
show.
a show.
It's a
My
TV
bad.
Wait a minute. How old are we?
Well, yeah, I know that. I'm asking her.
I'm 36.
Okay, you should know this.
I mean, Lassie was an old-timey show. When
Yeah,
Timmy
yeah.
would fall
Oh,
down
I
the
thought
well,
it was just
Lassie
a
would go
movie.
help him out.
That's
Oh,
all right.
no. Well, I mean, I said shows or movies. You could have said Lassie.
That's fine.
Okay, well, bounce back here by naming three things that you buy on Amazon.
Movies, toilet paper, and paper towels.
Very good.
A lot of paper things.
All right, last one.
Name three types of flower.
Lavender, lily, and peace lily.
I'm poofed up right now.
The
I
gavel.
don't think
The gavel's
so.
in the air.
I mean,
What was the first flower?
Lavender.
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 Ah,
lavender.
no, I can't accept this.
Oh!
I can't accept
Tiffany's
this.
out.
Gavel
Tiffany,
down.
I'm so sorry. You don't know what Lassie is. We have a lavender. I don't
Wow,
like it. I don't like it.
Holy cow.
What do you mean, holy cow? The judge. There's
I-
finally a goddamn judge in the room.
Okay.
And no, I did not have any of Rafe's Exploder during the break. People are starting rumors on YouTube right now.
She did.
Lauren,
She just
hello.
didn't know it.
Hi.
Hey, all right, Lauren. This is apparently we're very strict today. Here we go.
Name three computer manufacturers.
Apple, Microsoft. Oh, no.
No.
That's okay.
That's really hard.
Okay, next.
Bounce back here.
Hewlett Packard.
Yeah. Name three countries in Asia.
Oh, no.
Bye-bye. Not one,
There's a
Lauren.
couple
Not
big
one.
ones.
Not one.
I thought that was
Not one.
I thought that was a slow pitch.
Oh, no. Oh, no is not a nation country.
Oh no, geography's hard,
I
man.
think
That's
that
something
went
that we need
I
to
mean,
focus on.
That
in
is a
this
nation
country.
person, Yoko Ono. But
I
not
mean,
a
you
country.
could give
trying
me
to help.
a China. We all know China.
We do all know China.
We all know Japan.
Come on.
Come on. Steven, hello.
Hey, happy birthday.
All right, thanks,
Thank
buddy.
you.
All right, here we go, Steven.
Name three black and white movies.
Nope.
I stumped them last week too. Tell you.
Black and white movies. It's a Wonderful Life.
Thank you. I agree.
Young Frankenstein.
Young Frankenstein.
That's what you said last.
Casablanca.
Casablanca.
Okay, next.
Okay. Name three things that you would use while on an airplane.
Headphones, laptop, tissues.
Sure.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful.
In case you get a runny nose.
I'm like, you combine all those items, I got a few questions to ask about what you're up to on a plane.
Yeah, that guy is.
But
Yeah,
we
I
will
know
count it.
I know
But
where
you
you
are
are.
banned from Southwest.
I know where you are in the airplane.
All right, here we go. Final one.
Very small room. Name three countries involved in World War II.
United States, Germany, Italy.
Yep.
Very good.
Highly involved.
Hang on. Okay, winner. Okay, let's go to Mike in Belleville. Good morning, Mike.
Happy birthday, Rizz. Good morning, everybody.
Thank you, Mike.
Good morning.
All right, here we go.
Turn your radio down and name 3 TV shows from the 90s.
Fresh Prince, Ren and Stimpy, SpongeBob.
I don't even know what he said.
He got it.
What did he say?
He did Fresh Prince, SpongeBob, and Ren and Stimpy.
Wow.
Turn your radio down, man. You're killing me.
I could not hear him at all.
Mike, is your radio down?
Is that better, guys?
Yes.
Okay, that's better.
Yes, thank you.
Here we go.
Sorry.
Name 3 foods that kids hate.
Pickles, horseradish, Olive Garden.
No.
I meant olives. I meant
Olives,
olives.
no.
I meant olives.
I thought you were
I
too
wanted
late.
to say olives.
Are you high as hell
I
right
wanted
now?
to say olives.
You got one to go.
Oh, man. Are you an air marshal, Mike?
Calm down, everybody. Calm down. Let's reset, guys. Mike's got
Okay.
one left.
This
Here
is
we go.
not an easy one. You can win it here if you name 3
All right.
Name 3 fast food places that are not in St. Louis.
Monocles.
Not going to happen.
In-N-Out Burger.
Bummer. Taco John's would have been an easy one, but Taco John's, In-N-Out, Whataburger.
Zaxby's.
Wahlburgers.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Wahlburgers.
Never heard of
Yeah,
monocles.
has anybody ever been there?
Never heard
No.
of monocles.
No, I have not, but I
I
want
hear
it.
it's good.
What did you say?
Wahlburgers.
Wahlburgers.
Good.
I don't know if
I've had it.
I know I've
Yeah,
had
it's
the
good.
sauce.
That was good.
I know they sell
The sauce is good.
they sell the burgers like in the
Frozen food
frozen
section.
food section.
And I am a sucker for packaging, so I will say I like the sauce because it has a nozzle. and I know that sounds silly, but man, it goes a long way when you can have a nozzle and you're saucing a burger or something like that, and you can do
Yeah,
like
my
stripes.
daughter brought home like a Chick-fil-A sauce in the squeeze bottle.
Oh, right, yeah.
Stuff sucks.
Oh,
Chick-fil-A sauce
oh, okay.
overrated.
I do believe it.
Overrated.
I do believe it is overrated, but I don't think it sucks. It's really good.
Overrated.
No, it's good.
Overrated.
Well, I mean, you don't have to get angry about it.
I'm passionate. Pablo, hello.
Hey, good morning, guys. Happy birthday.
Pablo, honey.
Hey, Pablo from
Come
Washington.
back
Here we
to
go.
Florida. Name 3 current NFL teams.
You done.
Yeah.
You done.
Pablo, honey. Come back to 3 and 5.
Fail.
Yeah, hey, failed on that one. All right, next.
Okay, name 3 things that Rizz loves.
Bacon, cheese, Provel. Pizza.
Good self-correction. Good self-correction.
Oh man.
I mean,
Italian. I was too many things.
I don't hate
Olive
Provel.
Garden, man. I mean, see.
Time stood still for a moment, man, because you were about to ring him like as positive, and then you went, "No, I'm not going to accept that."
Okay, one final one, Pablo. Here we go.
Okay, name 3 movies in theaters right now.
Oppenheimer, Barbie.
No.
Desastre!
Every single week.
That's coming, that question.
You asked that question.
Yeah, that's
Every single week. No one gets it.
that's my Mark Twain right
Not
there.
one person has gotten it.
No. And what's going to happen when Barbie and Oppenheimer are no longer in theaters? You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
we-
Because that's the only time we've ever really known.
That's the only time we've ever gotten 2 out of 3.
All right, one final contestant, Rich in Owensville. Rich.
How's it going?
All right, Rich. You're the
Name.
final contestant, 3 and 5 this week. Here we go.
Name 3 state capitals.
Jefferson City, Raleigh, Jacksonville.
Raleigh. Oh, Raleigh, yes.
Raleigh, South Carolina.
Yes, Raleigh, yes.
It's North Carolina.
North
isn't it?
Carolina.
Whatever.
Is
man.
that the capital?
Is it?
It's a city.
Hang on.
Let's see.
Is Raleigh the
It's
capital?
the capital
of
city of North
Okay,
Carolina.
got it.
Oh, my God.
We all knew that for sure. We just wanted to make sure.
Well, some of us didn't know it because she's an idiot, but back to
Wanted
you.
to make sure. Wanted to make sure. Okay, good. Rich. You said
Olive
Jacksonville,
Garden.
Jeff City, Raleigh.
What the hell is Jacksonville?
Jacksonville, Florida.
Bro, that's not Tallahassee.
Tallahassee is.
Talla-
You're talking about Jackson,
Yeah,
Mississippi.
idiots. Idiots.
I was like, this might be a moot.
Raleigh
This
was
might
the
be a moot
capital.
point here, man.
Idiots.
Nobody.
You're killing me, Rich.
Red card on the field.
I love the fact that we have to research it
Killing me.
because you can say anything. We go, well, the hell, I heard Jacksonville.
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 Everybody knows
absolutely.
Tampa.
Yeah,
Well, it's
duh.
in the panhandle.
Hang on, let me just make sure. Jacksonville Capitals.
No,
No,
there's
it's
no
Jackson,
Jackson.
Jackson, Mississippi.
That's just a city in
I
Florida.
panicked.
Didn't need to go.
I
There's
panicked.
Jackson
All right.
and there's Jacksonville, Florida, but it's
Hang on,
Tallahassee. You're
capital
right.
of Mississippi.
There's Jackson Hole.
Yeah, that's
Jackson
Jackson.
Five.
Jackson.
You know what?
Jackson.
He was close, and I appreciate the effort there. Damn near sneaked it past us.
Okay, yeah, you almost did.
Okay.
All right, next.
Name 3 things that scare children.
Monsters, spiders, bats.
Perfect answer. Outstanding.
I didn't think he had it, but wow. Wonderful job. Wonderful job. It was a late
his time.
swing,
He
but
took his time.
he took it the right field on that one.
Took his time. All good. All right, one final one. Here we go.
Name 3 Beatles songs.
Teddy Lane. No way.
Oh, no!
My daughter's name is my youngest daughter's name is Penny Lane,
No!
Let it be.
and I just blanked.
You blew
Strawberry
it, Rich.
Fields.
You blew it. That's it. It's over.
Help.
Help.
You could
You could have just asked for help, and it would have counted.
Oh, boy.
Well,
What a disappointment.
Good. Hey, that was a great round.
Great round.
Good
Thank you.
questions,
Good job,
Moon.
Moon.
Oh, hey, thanks.
Learn. The People's Hammer.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. The vegan hammer.
Sledgehammer.
Yep, you weren't having it today.
No.
Not today. All right, let's take a break.
Happy birthday, Rizz.
Well, you hear about the boat exploding at the Lake of the Ozarks this weekend?
Yeah.
Do tell.
16 people hurt.
Holy smokes, man. That's a big boat.
16 people hurt after a boat explosion at Lake of the Ozarks Friday afternoon. This was at the Millstone Marina. A Twitter post shows or said gas fumes had been building up in the engine area. Sparks set off the explosion. 15 people on the boat, 1 person on the dock hurt.
Wow, man. You got to turn on that the blower. My father-in-law is always like, hey, turn the blower on, man. Like every time I'm down by the boat, like getting ready to start the thing. Because those fumes build up.
Yeah, I would like to know the
gnarly.
specifics here. Was it a rental boat? Was it a rental boat?
Right.
But I saw a picture of the boat, man. All the windows are broken out of it.
Is it destroyed, totaled?
Looks to be that way. All these people taken to the hospital with a minor to moderate injuries. So,
I'm glad it's not worse than that.
yeah, nobody was killed, but 16 people hurt. Whoops. All right, let's do Sexy Time Fun Facts. And it's sponsored by
Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet.
So you hear about these robo-taxis in San Francisco?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
They're just automated,
Yeah.
self-driving?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Self-driving taxis out in San Francisco. So if you ever take a self-driving taxi, you might want to wipe the seats down.
Ew. People are getting it on in the back.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
wow,
yeah.
I never
I
thought
mean,
about
what
that.
Oh, yeah.
Taxi that ass.
They're not filming? They don't have like a camera rolling in those things?
Oh, surely they do.
I'm sure they do. There's voyeuristic people out there.
San Francisco just approved a big robot taxi expansion so they could run 24/7 now. And more cars could be added. Not everybody's happy about it. But here's one group that is happy. People who enjoy doing it in robot taxis.
Horny people. We're jacked. Going up and down all those hills in San Francisco. That little windy road, what's it called?
The windy
The
road
windy little
street.
road street. Getting it on? Hell yeah.
A writer for the San Francisco Standard just did a big story about it. The headline is San Franciscans are having sex in robo-taxis, and nobody's talking about it.
So we have to.
So she talked to 4 different people who said, yep, we've gotten it on or hooked up in driverless taxis before. All of them were in cruise cars made by GM. One guy said he's done it at least 3 times.
Hey.
Don't
Now,
brag.
this isn't exactly a new idea. We talked about this last week.
Yes.
Taxi Cab Confessions.
One of my favorite shows of all time.
Yeah. Put HBO on the map.
That's right.
Are these
but-
people practicing
Just kidding.
safe sex in these cars with their seatbelts on?
I don't know,
Apparently not.
Scott.
We've got to wipe them down. There's stuff
Crazy
flying
taxi.
everywhere.
Fluids everywhere.
Come on, man. We can imagine. We don't need that.
But not having a driver there with you means more people might be inclined to do it.
I'd do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just being honest. Put me in a robot taxi late at night. Me and T. I'm going to be like, you want to bang?
Yeah, right?
It's probably going to happen organically. I can see it.
Are the
Same.
windows tinted? What's going on with that?
Well, probably not. But, like it's late at night. No drivers. You see the duration. Oh, it's going to take us 36
You're
minutes
not
to get back.
alone.
We had sex in the window of our Airbnb in Russia just because I was like, let's let them know. U.S. citizens here. And it was facing the streets of St. Petersburg. And she was like, why do you want to do this?
Why would you want to
for America? What do you mean why?
You want to cause an international incident.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's just your ass pressed against the window.
Oh, no. We were facing front.
So experts are not
In St. Peter's.
not too surprised by this. A study in 2018 predicted that autonomous vehicles would lead to more sex on the road.
Yes.
Even without a driver, you're not really alone, though, because those cars have windows and also security cameras inside. So everything is on video.
Well, it's like you're kind of edging into Taxi Cab Confessionsville, you know? Well, they're going to see us. But, hey, at least it's not the mom-looking lady driving. You know what I'm saying?
I can almost understand, not for me personally, but I can almost understand if you own the car, if you have an autonomous car.
Yeah.
I can see that. Like, but the one that's owned by some company has 7 cameras looking at you.
I don't know. Listen, if I get in one by myself.
Now it's Joe time.
I mean, can't be, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Well, I got nothing to do.
you've had some Irish car bombs in
This
San
long
Francisco.
5-minute drive.
My app says 22 minutes to destination.
Now it's Joe time.
Well, I gotta be honest and ask the question: like, can anybody look cool doing that? You can't.
Joeing, no.
No.
But partnering up, yeah.
Oh,
It
sure,
could be
yeah.
Like if
I'm just saying the Joeing thing.
If I was driving by and I saw, first of all, I'd be like, oh my God, it's one of those automated cars. Like it's driving by itself. It's amazing. And then I look in the back seat and it's just like 2 people going out. I'm like, this is the most incredible thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
Hey,
but
guys, look, it's Rizz playing drums.
same situation. Yeah.
really in the
Same
future.
situation. You're like, most incredible thing I've ever seen. Is there a guy chopping wood in the back seat?
No, he's got a pump and he's pumping up a basketball.
Oh no.
He's going to the court.
So the companies don't always review the security footage, but they can if they want to. And if you're caught, they could potentially ban you. For now, though, companies like Cruise are downplaying the issue. A spokesperson for their competitor, Waymo, says the vast majority of our rides are respectful and follow our rider rules.
This is the new Mile High Club, right?
Yeah, and way more sex is going on in those cars.
Yeah, that's why they call it Waymo.
This is the ground pound. If a Mile High Club is there, ground transportation.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
bang in a
that's the mile
Greyhound
long.
bathroom, that's the 7 feet high club.
It's not the mile high. It's the mile long.
Mile long club. Mile long club.
Well, we've come to this. Google has just announced a new feature which will make it easier for people to have their nudes removed from search results.
Awesome.
And this is not for porn stars. It's actually for you, everyday people. The idea is that people sometimes post personal, sexually explicit photos without realizing that they can lose control of these images online. So if you post them on a website, blog, or social media and later delete them, some person or even a bot could have grabbed them before you took them down and posted them elsewhere on the internet. And that could be a major problem if they're coming up in search results somehow. So Google has launched a form online where you could let them know if there's an intimate photo of you online that you would like removed. There is one big caveat, though. It won't work if you've consensually done business with a naughty website in the past.
It's like OnlyFans.
Or if you have an OnlyFans or something, making money from the images you post online.
Gotcha.
So this has to be a personal photo, not a commercialized one.
That's I know a lot of OnlyFans will put like the disclaimer. I had this conversation with them. I'm like, well, how do you really stop this from? It's like any use of these pictures beyond subscription, they're not to be downloaded or disseminated on the internet. Like that's in the OnlyFans description. So would they have recourse, you think? If it's, if the OnlyFans, because others, first of all.
Do they put an OnlyFans like watermark on the pictures?
I don't know, but they get leaked. I mean, I don't care. Everyone thinks, same thing with Snapchat came out, like, this is foolproof. I can do whatever. There's no repercussions. There's repercussions. People can screenshot them. People screen grab them. People can take a picture from another phone. There's lots of ways to get your nudes off of there and get them onto the internet. And they are. You can, I mean, if you look up OnlyFans leaked, type in an OnlyFans person, guaranteed you'll find them. But I'm wondering if that's part of the reason this is starting.
Well, I'm sure OnlyFans has their own kind of division to get all that stuff taken down.
It's possible. I don't know if there's a watermark or not. That's a good question.
Like, I'm sure if you complain to OnlyFans that one of your OnlyFans pictures is out, I bet you they'll try to take care of it for you.
Because it's a commodity.
Because it's
And
there,
they own it, right?
Right.
I'm sure.
Yeah. So is this submissions? They go to the college interns there. They're the ones checking everything.
Well, this new policy could also work in cases of revenge porn.
Yeah.
But Google already had things in place to help people with that. This is just an expansion of those kind of protections. But remember, there can never be a guarantee that anything is removed from the internet entirely. So just be mindful of everything you say and post online. You never know when it could come back to haunt you. But even with this update, Google says they're trying to give people more control over their search results, but they can't remove it from the web. I mean, so just be careful. Don't be stupid. So some people, when asked for their age, might fib a little bit, knock off a year or 5, but that's harder to do with something more obvious. In a new poll, people were asked if they've ever lied about their height. A lot of people do. A lot of people.
In what's it, like on apps and things?
Yeah.
Because that's one of those things. If I'm standing next to you and you go, "How tall are you?" and I go, 5'11", you're gonna go, "No, you're not."
No, you're not.
I have eyes. I can see that you're not 5'11".
Well, 79% of people have not lied, but that's, there's still a good percentage that do. 11% of people will exaggerate by at least an inch. 6 people say they usually claim they're an inch taller than they are. Another 3% add 2 inches. Another 2% try to pull off 3 inches.
It's amazing. It's amazing when people try to do that on like a license, because like when you give them the information, they're not measuring you.
Yeah, why would you lie on your license?
So you're like, "Oh yeah, I'm 6 foot." And like, "Oh yeah, well okay." Now you have a license that's lied by 3 inches.
So what's wrong with adding a couple inches to things?
Well, Scott, they're gonna find out.
Weird.
They're gonna be able to tell.
They're gonna eventually be able to tell. Hopefully,
Oh,
Scott.
okay.
4% of people say they're shorter than they are.
That's pretty cool.
I
And you
feel
might
like
guess
that's a man-woman thing.
That's probably
you
tall
might guess
gals.
those are women.
Yeah, tall gals.
Taller women.
I would say a large percentage of the people lying about being taller are men.
Yep.
But you might guess those
And
people are
short gals.
women, taller women, but the demographic that's more likely to say that is younger men.
Whoa, really?
They could be very tall men trying to make their height seem like less of a big deal. But I've never lied about my height.
They're trying to get jobs as submariners.
Or fighter pilots.
Yeah,
or
you
astronauts.
can't be too tall.
I remember being pretty upset that and maybe this is a rule and I just don't know, but like you had to be 5'10" at least or 5'9" at least to be a model, and I'm 5'3", and so I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm never gonna be able to be a model," like I'm never gonna be able to be Cindy Crawford.
Yeah.
Bummed me out when I was a little
still
kid.
a thing? Yeah, because there's still like a.
There's a high. I mean,
Is
all
it 5'10"? I think they want
they're
them all to be
little.
They're
There's
all
beautiful
tall.
giraffe women. You know,
Some
Like
of them you meet, they're
Carly
not tall at
Kloss.
all.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never met one.
They all got long
Especially
legs.
there's certain. I don't know.
Well, that's why when the shorter ones become like actresses and things.
Well, Kim K is 5'3". And I'm always like, all right, she's my height. Like, she's got it going
She's
on.
only 5'3".
Yeah, she's itty bitty.
Holy smokes! I mean, that's the thing. Like with actresses and actors, the Tom Cruise thing. Like when we were supposed to do this movie with Alicia Cuthbert. Remember her?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Girl Next Door.
Yeah, like I've seen that movie and seen when we walked in the room. That gal is tiny,
Yeah.
probably shorter than you. Like
So
I'm
is
like,
Stallone.
I was like, oh my goodness.
I got to interview Sylvester
You
Stallone
did?
once. Yeah.
That's
And he
sweet.
was super short.
And that's a model figure.
Yeah. And finally, before we get to the sex toy of the week, I guess the key word here is an ideal first date. If you've been on a lot of them, you probably wanted to bounce sooner than this, but a new poll found the ideal first date should last how long? The ideal first date. How long should an ideal first date last?
1 to 2 hours.
1 to 2 hours.
Wow.
Okay.
Probably like an hour, I would say.
An hour.
Like 1.5 hours.
Overnight.
Is this-
Overnight. All right.
Is this the ideal date? Is one that you're assured a second date, right?
No. I mean, you're not assured.
Okay, if it's an
everything.
ideal date, then like I would say less than an hour.
Less
Get
than
that
an hour.
coffee, get her coffee. Don't buy her too much stuff, and get out. That's ideal.
Any guesses?
What was the question again?
How long should the ideal first date last?
Ideal first date. I'm gonna say 90 minutes.
So you're with me.
I think that's right because the ideal one is you get all this information, like a lot. You get to share a lot of information but not too much, and it leaves you wanting more.
It's your ideal first date. You're hitting it off. Time almost becomes irrelevant.
Right.
Well,
because you're so clicking on all cylinders, and you're listening, and you're laughing, and you're responding. Next thing you know, oh my God, it's 2:00 in the morning.
Right.
I guess I'll get an Uber. Well, you know what? It's late.
It's an AI.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they say the ideal first date should last 2 hours and 43 minutes.
2 hours and 43 minutes?
If you're doing dinner and a movie or taking things back to your place to Netflix and chill, maybe that's about right. But if you're just grabbing coffee or something, that seems a bit overboard.
Yeah, because I thought we talked about the first ideal date not being some crazy high-pressure dress-up dinner thing, where it's more of like a coffee, like cash kind of thing.
Well,
that's why I'm thinking 90 minutes.
Cosmo, which I read,
Love that about you.
ran an op-ed a while back that said the average first date should last actually 57 minutes. Anything more than that is too much too soon. And if you like each other, your second date can be longer. But again, we're assuming it's a great first date and time's flying by. Here are a couple more stats, from the poll. It takes an average of 4 dates to feel comfortable around somebody. The most popular first date ideas are dinner and a movie, grabbing drinks, and having coffee together. When a date doesn't go well, we're more likely to blame the other person. But plenty of people admit they've also botched it.
I'm surprised movie as a first date is such a thing, because you have to think that you're essentially just being around them. You're not learning anything about them. You're you can't really see them. What a waste.
Yeah, that's like something the movie industry
really pumped hard. Yeah.
Well, it's also takes the pressure off of having to carry a conversation for a long time.
Sure.
I think that's probably.
But then
you get to be in close proximity, and
right.
So make the
gives
date
you something
shorter.
to talk about after you talk about the movie.
All right, that's a good point.
And it's a good way to see if your lady's impressed with how loud you snore when you doze off in the movie.
But then it's also this pressure of do I touch that person?
Yeah,
If our elbows are touching, is that all right?
Being nervous is our top excuse for causing a date to go south. Being nervous.
Again, nervous on the protocol. Do I grab her hand? Do I put my arm around?
Do we share our snacks?
Put a table between us. Let's talk for 90 minutes.
Am I tuning in Tokyo?
And let's leave this on a high.
Yeah, we don't know if we're tuning in Tokyo. I think coffee is good because it takes. If I were actively dating right now,
the noise you made.
Yeah.
I would. That's what they sound like when you do that. I know from experience. No, I think coffee is good because
perfect.
I want a mid-afternoon where it could go into the evening if it's going well. Hey, you know what? This is going so well. Do you want to get something to eat after this coffee? Or, and then an hour and a half.
That'll help your nervousness too. Is just dumping a bunch of caffeine on top of it.
Absolutely.
Let's both grab a half calf at 3:30. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe that pulls us
We're
to
on the
5,
same
and then we
level.
go,
So if a date goes south,
let's want to do something this evening? Perfect.
it could be, we're nervous. It could be looking at our phone too much. It could be having too many drinks. It could be telling too many jokes.
Ugh.
When we blame the other person, our top reasons include they didn't look like their photos, they made inappropriate comments, they showed up late or left early, and they talked about themselves too much.
It could be playing footsie too early.
Talk about
because if
yourself
somebody's not
too
ready
much.
for that,
You're supposed to talk about yourself too much on the first date. They literally don't know you.
Yeah, but you got to have a good...
Tell me about yourself.
But it's the person that doesn't ask questions, I think.
No way.
What? I mean, ask questions, yes, but exchanging of the questions.
You got to have a good balance.
So, what's your favorite
If
color?
if I ask you nothing about yourself, and it's just all about me...
What's your favorite animal at the zoo?
Oh my gosh, I love a lion.
Okay. You want to go to the zoo?
Yeah,
Good first date.
that's good.
When a date goes well, playing it cool and not texting for a few days might not be the best strategy. People were asked to name the top signs a date went well, and the number one thing is the person calls or texts immediately. Immediately after.
That's changed. That's good.
Yeah.
The rest of the top 3 are getting a goodnight kiss and the date running longer than expected. The top signs a date didn't go well, first date, they ghost you, they make an excuse to leave early, and there's lots of awkward silences.
My move on that was always make it funny. I would text right after and be like, hey, just takes the pressure off who's going to text who's first. Talk to you soon.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good icebreaker.
They loved it.
Yeah,
Women
that's
loved
cute.
it. They're like, oh, good. This isn't like we didn't watch too many rom-coms where it's like, you can't text first. You got to wait 3 days. Everybody knows, dude, it's 72 hours.
So stupid.
Nah.
Just don't be clingy is really Don't text 37 times.
Oh, man.
Yeah, 37 times.
What are you thinking right now?
Or show up at their house the next morning.
I saw a thing yesterday. It was like
Here's a picture of you sleeping.
A cute thing that anybody could do, like after a first date or something. If it's going well, you could be like, "Hey, what time do you get up in the morning?" And then if they say like, "Oh, I get up at 7:30," and then the next morning at 7:30, like, "Hey, good morning." I thought that was really cute.
That's creepy. I don't know. I feel like that's creepy.
Hey, what time do you get up in the morning?
Hey,
Yeah, maybe it's the way you said it. All
right, well, I'm kind of creepy.
I think I would start that answer with, "Hey,
What time are you getting up tomorrow? I set my alarm for 5 minutes before you arrive.
If somebody asked me
you a
that,
text so you can enjoy your morning coffee.
I feel like when you say
All
that.
right, never mind. I
feel
guess
like when
you
say
guys are
that,
jerks.
It's the guy's going to be at the foot of your bed, like waiting with coffee.
All right, never mind. Okay, nobody take my advice. Apparently, that's super creepy.
All right, we got to take a break. We'll come back with the sex toy of the week. Also, Liv is going to be checking in. Liv is broadcasting from Silver Dollar City this morning.
Oh my gosh, she is?
Yeah.
That's excellent.
Silver Dollar City, Liv.
What time zone's that in?
That's, I believe, Central.
She better be dipping her hand in that wax out there and making a hand mold because that is so cool.
She's going to check it in a second. It's 9 o'clock. All right, Rafe.
Yes, sir.
What do we got this week?
Let me take a little swig of my water and I'll tell you.
Gonna wet your whistle, huh? Gonna wet that whistle.
Yeah. We got a bedroom restraint kit.
All right.
it comes with a wet whistle.
Yeah, it comes with a wet whistle, which one of our freaks of the week will love. $39.95 with 4.8 stars and 232 reviews. Turn any bed into an on-the-spot restraint. Keep your partner in a compromising position. Absolutely no bedposts are required to keep them bound for the bed for your use. The 8-shaped straps fit underneath your bed and reach around to cuff your partner's wrists and ankles. Sturdy neoprene cuffs Velcro shut for an assurance of comfort but also security. Swivel clips attached to the cuffs to the straps underneath the mattress, which can be adjusted to fit any size mattress without the use of hooks.
Good band name, too, Swivel Clips.
I like neoprene cuffs. That's my band.
Yeah. They always open up for swivel clips.
Mine's 8-shaped straps.
I swear I got to say that slowly.
Now you can enjoy teasing and pleasing your partner with bondage play anywhere you go with this portable, easy-to-use restraint kit. Imagine, tonight I want to pleasure him like he's never experienced before. I'm going to give him a night he'll never forget. I blindfolded him when he gets home and lead him to the bedroom whispering, "I've been waiting for that Johnson all day." I'm going to do things to you that you've only ever dreamt about. We've already discussed some of the things he's wanted to try. In the bedroom, I push him into the bed and fasten his wrists and ankles into the bedroom restraints kit. It fits over our king-size bed, and he's completely spread eagle for me to do whatever I please with. Eventually, I'm going to bang him senseless while he's still blindfolded, but for now, I decided to give him the best pleasure he's ever had. Right when he's ready to beg for mercy, I stop and I give him a quick punch to the perineum.
Goodness. You're loving it.
Why?
Give him a quick punch to the perineum. This resets his clock. There's your why. I let his body calm, and I get back to work over and over and over. Wow.
Okay.
Spread eagle punch to the perineum.
Yep.
That's a good restraint because I'm coming up off the bed on that one. Get to some reviews.
I'm swinging.
I got 3 reviews for you. Here's the first one. If you're older like us, don't fret. It fits on a Tempur-Pedic California King, no problem. Wife enjoys being restrained. She can even still adjust to a height that is comfortable for her breathing condition. We may be old, but we ain't dead. COPD has slowed us down, but we are still unnatural-born freaks. 5 stars, Craig J.
Well, even with COPD, getting at it, huh? With the restraints.
You down with COPD? Yeah,
you know me.
Nice job, everybody, getting in on that.
Yeah, we're no fools.
Review number 2 was simply titled, At Over 65, We Are. Reviewed by Fred R. At over 65, we are just now giving in to our kinky side. So this is a great starter kit. Maybe later on we get better cuffs. But this is a great place to start to make sure we don't break any bones. 5 stars, Fred R.
Awesome.
Over
Thanks,
65.
Fred.
A lot of older folks into this for some reason. And finally, our final review, my favorite. Ordered it without telling my wife or asking if she wanted to explore my newfound kinky subside. Suffice to say that putting a ball gag in my mouth and strapping myself to the bed with 3 of the 4 restraints, then texting her to come to the bedroom for a surprise, well, she was not having it. She opened the door and took one look at me, splayed out on her bed, and just rolled her eyes and said, "Jesus Christ, Herman, get a grip on your life," and closed the door. She didn't even help me out of the cuffs, which kind of turned me on because it was sort of sub-dom play, but she wasn't playing. She just thinks I'm a loser. 3 out of 5 stars, Herman.
Well, in his head, I'm sure that went one way, and it didn't play out.
That had to be the review that brought it down because it was 4.8, and that was a 3 out of 5. It was only 3 out of 5 I could find.
Well, there you go. That's the bedroom restraint kit, $39.95, 4.8 stars out of 5. Yeah. Excellent.
Don't surprise anyone with it.
No.
I've had to help 2 different friends move furniture in their house, and these two different people both had restraints under their mattress.
Really?
When you lift them, they forgot about them. Absolutely brilliant.
Whoops.
And one time, it was the father-in-law was with us moving it, so it was pretty awesome.
Your father-in-law?
Nope, my friend's father-in-law.
Oh.
Yeah, incredible.
Yeah, it's tough to explain away. But, hey, what if you went, I have the same ones?
I'm a werewolf. I only use it for that.
Amazing.
Before we hit the break, we'll get to emails after the break. Rafe went floating this weekend.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Rafie went afloat, and I did a little float trip reconnaissance for some of our bucket list items.
Thank you.
I went to Dixon, Missouri.
Never been?
I believe it is the Gasconade River. It started on a different one and came into the Gasconade. It wasn't bad. It was a good float. It wasn't a tube. I went thinking we were going to tube, and it was a raft.
Nice. Like a 6-person raft?
Yeah. Had to paddle quite a bit. The water didn't have a strong current. I would probably choose something that had a little more like where you could just let the river take you.
Were you like bottoming out?
Couple places. I mean, it rained before we went, so that was nice. But
yeah, it could have been Gasconade or Big Piney. I think Big Piney.
It was both. It was Big Piney into Gasconade. That's what it was. I was like, if somebody says it, I'll remember. It was cool. It was like a 5-mile float. On Saturday, we got pushed back because of the rain. But I did see that somewhere in the middle of Missouri, they do a haunted float.
What?
Which I'm like, what's
that's
that
cool.
all about?
Spooky
That
at
might be
night?
the Rizz float.
A haunted float?
We're
It says
looking at
haunted float, late September, early Oct.
we're looking at getting a place down on the Big Piney that offers float trips and stuff. Like that's one of my
Like
dreams.
thinking of
A place?
purchasing?
Yeah. Having a place for us, but that we can like help people do float trips. Like we are very close to making this happen.
Well, I'll tell you
Like
what.
you're going to be the guy there on the weekends giving out tubes?
No, not necessarily, but like we'll have everything provided. Like we want to provide like the Missouri float trip experience. That's one of our goals.
That's one thing I would never want is a piece of property along a river.
Really?
Where people float. Yeah, why would I want people, drunken idiots, going up onto my property, peeing, throwing garbage? No way.
Man, I think it'd be
Well,
awesome.
I would have killed for a cabin. We did a camp. I'm not going to lie to you. Float was fine. Had fun. We had a kid with us. He had a good time. There was a big rope swing. Nobody was doing it. It was my friend's kid. My friend's a little, I don't know, hollow boned, and good guy, love the guy.
Cyclist?
Yeah, he's just not. He was like, I don't know. I think if I go off that rope swing, I might shatter on the water. But I could tell the kid wanted to do it, so I was like, no one was doing it. Everybody was floating past it. And I was like, I'm going to get this party started. I bet if I do it, all these people behind us will do it.
Rope's got to be used.
I swam over with the kid. We all got up, did the rope, and took off. Then everybody behind us beached their raft. Then we started watching. I didn't go as hard as some people. Then everyone's trying to outdo.
Yeah.
I had a good swing. I got it up, way out of the water, took a running start.
I could do better, and then
Guys were trying to do backflips and doing belly flopping on the water, and I'm like, that's where people get hurt.
That's right.
Like, they couldn't do that. They didn't actually know how to do a flip. They were just trying to be cool in front of, like, the girls they were with.
Yeah.
A lot of military guys, too.
Then you end up puking booze underwater.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much what we saw happening.
Yummy.
But it was fun.
I'm good.
You got Jaeger on your forehead.
You see any snakes?
I didn't see any snakes. No, didn't see much wildlife. Didn't see a lot of fish in the water either, which is alarming, but whatever. Didn't see a ton of wildlife other than birds and bugs. Went back to the campsite, camped out, pitched our tents, did our whole thing. So hot. Here's my thing. You guys know Tina said she had an air mattress. No air mattress.
What do you mean? She lied to you or you forgot?
She forgets ADHD.
Oh, come on. You didn't ask.
Tina.
She goes,
That's one of the most important things. Like,
I go, where's our air mattress? Because my friend had like a cool tent, like a 10-person pop-up from Costco that he got that had like good ventilation. He had like it plugged in. He had like a little fan in there. And I'm like, yeah, that's dope. Had 2 air mattresses for the family. I was like, where's our air mattress? She goes, huh? I go, you told me you were bringing an air mattress for the tent. And she's like, did I?
Oh,
go,
that's
you
on
definitely
you.
did.
That's on you, Rafe.
That is not on me.
That's on you.
Yeah, I mean, you're the camp master.
Here was the thing.
You're supposed to set.
We had the Rizz event. I go, I got a super busy week. If you want me to go, I'm going to go, but you have to plan it. And she's like, I got us all packed up and ready to go, which I was really happy about. I was like, oh, okay, that was very nice of you. But she didn't have us all packed up.
But there's certain things that if it comes to your comfort, you need to
double check.
Double check.
Dude, I already ordered a cooler. One of those cool. It's $300. I ordered it yesterday, and that's like a cooler that has a vent and a fan on it. It's like you fill it with ice and all your sodas and beers or whatever, and then you put it in your tent, and it's basically like a little air
It
conditioner.
blows the
that's
fan, yeah.
sweet.
Blows the
I'm all
cooler
in.
out of it.
Whoa.
All in. It's called
Everybody needs
Icy Breeze or something.
Whoa. I never. Wow.
It's in
We're
the
there,
mail.
guys.
Here's the thing.
Technology, man. We're there.
I'll sleep outside. I'll even sleep on like a mat. There doesn't have to be an air mattress necessarily, but I can't do it while I'm hot. I can't be hot. So I'm not going to lie to you. We laid down at 9. I lay there for an hour. I sweated through my shirt. Probably had a little sunburn. I said, hey, I'm out of here.
What?
I go, do you want to go? She's like, no, I'm staying in the tent. And I go, see you tomorrow. I went and I told the family, I go, hey, there's a Best Western on the way into the campgrounds. I just got my phone. I walked up to where the Wi-Fi was at like the little place, and I'm like, I'm checking in. I got a double bed.
I love it.
Who's going with me? And my friend's wife was like, I could see it in her eyes. She's like,
she wanted to go.
Take me with you.
Take me with you. Take me and the boy. And he's like, I don't know. Ian's sleeping. He's fine. He's fine. And I'm like, I don't know. She definitely wanted to go. She regretted not going. And I went. There was a double bed at the Best Western. It was amazing. Turned the AC on full blast, put my feet on the air conditioner.
Did you shower?
Oh, yeah, I took a shower.
Nice.
I had the whole.
Oh, yeah.
Full
I was only, and
experience.
that was the other thing. It's like we were gritty and grimy, and
BO.
I took a shower. It felt great. Laid on the bed, got 6 solid hours of sleep. Woke up about 6:30. I was back at the campgrounds by 7. I helped everybody
Feeling
pack
great?
everything
Probably
up.
what, coffee for everybody? Did you bring coffee for
I
everybody?
didn't bring coffee, but I went with the breakfast.
Mr. Technology.
Was
there.
Tina cool?
That's
Was she
how you
mad?
float.
Mr. Future.
No, she wasn't mad. She was drunk, too. That's the other thing is I don't drink. Like, if I still drank, you can drink yourself to sleep on a good float trip camp out. I didn't have that weapon in my arsenal, so I have to be comfortable.
And it's like the one night you do get like quality rest is a Saturday.
That's
like
it.
with this show, like we're all up at.
I know. I'm not trying to be a
Yes.
crybaby. I'm very grateful for the job. I'm very grateful to get to hang out with you guys. But I told her, I was like, I get 1 day to sleep. Whatever, dude. If we were camping together, you would have been in that second bed so quick.
Oh yeah, you guys.
Here's
be
the thing:
shacked
we
up.
ain't going camping together, so
You wouldn't go.
Oh yes, we
I
are.
wouldn't go.
Yo, you
He's
had
right.
that icy cooler, that air conditioner cooler.
That'd be dope.
And the last time we went, we had this air mattress that blows itself up. Now they self-inflate. It's ridiculous.
It is.
I'm telling you, if
gotta
we ever do a
damn near
Rizz float
anything.
trip, I'm not sleeping on the ground.
That's what he had. Oh, no, we're getting a cabin, dude. We're doing it. That's what I'm saying with the Moons thing.
That's
I'm
what-
like,
that's
if you
what we
had
want.
a cabin on the river, and they had these little cabins there that were like the little trailers that are built. That's all I need. Just here's what I need: a shower, some controlled temperature, and a good night's sleep. So especially if we're gonna do like a 2-day float.
Yeah.
Right.
So then I pick everybody up. Everyone looks haggard, but I'm fresh as a daisy, baby. I'm showered. I feel
Yeah.
good. I drive us home. We stop by Uranus,
Thank
The
you.
Fudge Factory.
the Fudge Factory. You always drive by it, and you're like, I'm gonna stop there someday. You're never stopping. I stopped.
That was the day.
And it's got the
Bro,
gift shop bar.
I got
right?
a bag of candy here. I like subtle humor. You know, they really go subtle there at Uranus with all the jokes.
Well, I saw some of the pictures you sent us.
Yeah. They had a mini golf course called Putt Pirates. This is for families.
Pirate.
I want you to know that this is a place on Route 66 for families. And that's how hard they're leaning in. 18 holes at Putt Pirates.
What was
That's
their
they had
newspaper
going
called?
on. Oh, I got the Uranus newspaper. I spent $40 in the gift shop. They got me, dude. I got fudge. I brought you guys.
Come on in. He's going to give you some of that Uranus fudge.
Yep.
Yeah.
I brought saltwater taffies of all. Some of them are pickle. I found like little black pieces of licorice that are just hard pieces of black
Nobody
licorice.
wants that. Go ahead and throw that in the
wants
trash.
that.
If any of you eat this, I'll know you're a serial killer. I know it's my test.
That's just for starting fires.
Thanks for the fudge, Rafe.
You're
We
very
stopped. Yeah, it was great. We had a Route 66 diner. I was feeling great, dude.
Nice. Yeah,
Here's
of course
my
you were.
thing.
You slept in a
When
bed.
we do the Rizz float, we got to have a cow.
I'm not sleeping.
Yo, we'll stay in my place. Like
Well, he's going to get a place. We're going to
You
stay
getting
there.
a place soon?
my partner looked at one yesterday.
All right.
And then he's got a place with like a tree lodge and all sorts of stuff.
That's
Like,
what I'm talking
we're
about,
going
man.
all out here. Like this is our mission. This is my mission.
I would also like a river with a little more pushing you down because I was paddling a lot. I'm sore. There was a lot of.
Well, it's like a 5 or 6 person raft. You know, you're sitting low.
And the kid was on a rope and a tube behind us and was basically like a rudder that just kept getting us sideways.
Yeah.
He wants to sleep in a
The
bed
whole day.
and have someone carry him down the river.
All right, we got to take a break.
I'm really, really glad that you were born.
All right, welcome back to the program. Good time. Got time for an email or two, Mooners.
You're darn right we do. Emails brought to you by. Whoop, I just lost it.
Big
Sorry.
Dicks?
Brought to you by Big Dicks Brick Mailboxes. No box too big or too small. Big Dicks does them all. Good morning, Rizzuto Show crew.
Hello.
Good morning.
I saw the Ghost concert with a hubby Friday night, August 11th, and wanted to say how amazing it was. The Points concerts and shows are always phenomenal. Now, Tommy the Boss just walked in at the perfect time, and then he just walked out.
As always, as we're going on the air, Tom of the Boss walks in to talk,
But it would have been a perfect time for him to stay in here because the next sentence is, I'm so glad that Tommy the Boss introduced Rizz to Ghost. If Rizz had not talked about them on air, I wouldn't have found out how awesome this band is. Can you tell Tommy the Boss how much the listeners appreciate him, his ability to get the best bands and the new bands to come to St. Louis while on their tour instead of just skipping us for Chicago or Kansas City? It's a work of magic. Anyway, I just wanted to show my love for the Point and all of the work you guys do. Keep on rocking and making listeners smile, Abby.
That's
Well,
great.
that's nice. Thank you, Abby.
Heck,
sweet.
yes.
I'm glad you enjoyed the show. One more.
We lived in our house for 3 years. Last year, a family moved in a few doors down. After a few odd interactions, including him offering me scrap wood to build birdhouses, him asking me why I didn't respond to his Facebook message, and him telling me my fiance isn't social because he didn't stop and talk, we started avoiding them. We just got a puppy, and this is where the problem now is. We walk by their house now daily, and the dad is always outside. I tried Lern's fake phone call trick, and this man has no social cues. He continued to talk me through my fake phone call, and again said very odd things. Am I the a-hole for not wanting to interact with them? How do I get the message across that I do not want to talk without being rude?
Well, every time they're outside, just run away.
Yep.
Again, no thanks, no time.
No thanks.
Just run away.
I just think it's cool my neighbor emailed us in. This is awesome.
Just look up that Seth Green clip of him and Can't Hardly Wait, and it's somebody that asks him to sign their yearbook, and he just goes, no thanks, no time, and moves on. That's all you got to do.
I'm glad she tried my fake phone call, though. She probably paused too much. You know, and didn't work.
You have to take the phone call while running away.
Well, once they start talking, they go, ooh,
Oh, my
you got to
God.
make that, you got to like hunch over a little bit. You go, ooh, I got a phone call.
Hey, these days you could just go, sorry, man, I got COVID.
No, see,
just
I
start
do my
coughing.
fake phone calls like this. Bring, bring. Oh, my phone's ringing.
Use your fingers.
I use my fingers.
Thumb
Yeah.
and finger. Hello.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Alan, sorry, got to take this. Ring, ring.
That's that's my advice. Is like it doesn't sound like you want to have or maintain any kind of relationship with these people, right?
No.
Yeah.
What do you mean, these people?
These people in the email, the neighbors. Seems
These
like they're not
annoying
feeling the
people.
neighbors. Well, then I say you don't disengage, over-engage. Out-freak them. Get real personal. Get up and make them not want to talk to you.
Yeah.
If you can't beat 'em-
That is the key.
If you can't beat them, join them.
Exactly.
Ask them if they're
man.
into swinging.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Just be like, well, what are you up to? You know, last night Harry tied me up, but it's just not doing it for us anymore.
No, I think you're inviting the consequences of this. Just
Maybe.
10x. I mean, this is a dangerous game.
You're
You
rolling
like
the dice.
scat?
You're gonna roll the dice.
I understand you're going. I understand the move, but this is a dangerous, dangerous game. You are crossing no man's land, and you are going to enemy territory. And if that enemy wants you there,
Yeah,
now
of
what?
course you run the risk of them being into it.
We made love in a human-sized
that's it.
litter box, and
and then Carl's going to say, "You have a human-sized litter box too."
We need to talk.
well, I tell you what, I say roll the dice because I'm guessing from what you said about these folks in the email, they're not those people.
Dangerous.
I say go for it, man.
I say go
Will
for it, too.
Robinson.
Go for it. I say go
all the way, baby.
Yeah.
Go freak of the
All
week.
the
You got to
way.
go freak of the week freaky, though.
Yeah.
Can't be tame, because if it's tame, Moon's right. Moon, that they might be like, well, okay. But if you go freak of the week, freaky deaky deek, you're going to freak them out.
Like, let them catch a glimpse of you in like a gimp costume.
Catch a glimpse.
Yeah. Get the ball gag
Catch
out.
a glimpse. Catch a glimpse.
Catch a glimpse of the gimp.
You get a gimp glimpse? It's
But
over.
just like open up the garage and be like, oops, and then close it real quick.
Danger, Will Robinson.
Well, I think it's
all of our
freedom.
When all right. When all else
Freedom.
fails.
I think that's the last result. I think you try the no time, no thanks.
When all else fails,
Yeah.
bring out the gimp. That's what they say.
I like it.
All right, thank you for your emails. All right, we got to get Liv on the air. She's live from Branson,
Sweet.
Silver City. We'll take one final break. We'll come back and wrap her up. Go to All right, that is it for us. Donnie Fandango is next. Thank you all for tuning in.
Thank you.
Monday in the books.
Boom.
That's how it's done.
That's how it's done.
Monday's in the books. Today's Pappy's Recappy.
Brought to you by Pappy's Smokehouse, St. Peter's, your summer barbecue headquarters, Highway 70 and Mid Rivers Mall Drive. Big show. Rizz News, crap on celebrities, sexy time fun facts, sex toy review. People are doing it in self-driving cars all throughout San Francisco, apparently. Google's making it easier for people to remove their nude search results, and 11% of people exaggerate their height by at least an inch. Are you one of them? Compare all your stats. Sexy Time Fun Facts, 1057thepoint.com/Rizz. Also, the podcast is available everywhere. Check out the podcast for all the gift giving and everything that happened this morning. We got a review about the float trip and the Uranus Fudge Factory from Rafe, and found out all about my concert experiences up in Canada and all the airport shenanigans that were going on. Today, the podcast title is Show Me Your Finest Gray Sweatpants. And I'll show you my...
And you guys got them.
Yeah, follow us on the socials because you got to see how big Moon's sweatpants are.
Yeah,
You know what?
baby.
You want me to return them?
Nope.
No. I mean, I got a lot
we
to fit in
appreciate
there.
Jared from Subway for sending those over.
gonna-
That was nice.
You're going to need them when we leave.
You're darn right. It's going to be hard to stand up.
All right. Anything else, ladies and gentlemen?
No.
That's it.
Well,
That's
yeah,
it.
Well, we leave you with a... Yes, Rafe, did you have something?
Yeah, some of you at Westport Funny Bone, I am there the last weekend in September. There was a mix-up on the late show on Saturday. That's fixed, so go get tickets, funnybone.com.
All right, there you go. We leave you with a selection from our Team Rizz member today, which is brought to you by Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill. HotShotsNet.com/Team Rizz from Granite City. Caitlin Runyon is our Team Rizz.
Yeah, that's right.
And she wants to hear this jammer.